Let's see if anyone comes back. Okay, here we are.
Gotta get
Wow.
my fun little
The
noisemaker.
lighting is really bad. Yeah, maybe we should.
That's what I was thinking.
No,
Elevated.
no, it's worse. Okay.
It's worse? Okay.
Right. Apologies. Yeah, people are just logging off like crazy. I'm sorry.
Log back.
Okay.
right.
Oh, Devin. Oh, thank you,
There we go.
Devin. Yes. Oh, there you go.
Let's tighten this up a bit.
Okay.
So we get a little less headroom. I don't want to chop your head or anything. That's okay.
All right.
It's not so bad.
See if
Lighting
anyone
is a little
comes back.
funky. It looks a little better up on the Facebook because that's what's set up for this camera. Should look a lot better because this is this camera. Yep, right. Making sure. And also this has better microphones, so this should sound a mile better than what we were just getting a second ago. Boom, boom, boom.
Well,
Or
hopefully you can hear us better now too.
Or should we
on
say?
YouTube.
No, that's some James Webb Telescope. Gotta tell you, folks. Woo!
All right.
I need some Empress gin to take like 2 ounces of cold gin right now.
All right, people are logging back on
after these
on
trials.
YouTube.
Oh boy.
All right,
Oh boy.
good. Yay! Thank you for coming back.
Thank you.
Yay! All right.
We bothered to go to these circumstances and to these lengths because if this looks that horrible on my end, what's it look like for you? I mean, you don't tune in to see my camera through a lens of dog meat. This is like, whoa, dang, folks.
Lisa, thank you for coming back.
Thank you.
Yay!
Absolutely, folks.
Oh yeah, I know there is a delay, Devin, on YouTube.
Yeah, there's a distinct delay, which is funny. And usually with if everything goes through the same camera, there was a distinct delay on YouTube because of the feed, but it was kind of direct to Facebook.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Okay, Eric's
it's all
back.
been fed through everything.
Errol's back. Okay,
you.
yay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Oh,
Ah.
it's my brother's ringtone for his wife. Errol says that's hilarious.
Fun stuff, folks. Well, my little noisemaker has all sorts of fun little
Now
settings.
you probably want a drink too.
After all this trial, sure. Although I'm still entertained by the fact that out of a 21-minute broadcast, will you please get me in there? Come on. Out of a 1-minute broadcast, total watch time, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Really?
Wow.
Okay, that's a pretty good start.
John says if the sound goes out, I'll just stare at Nancy Sinatra until it comes back. I recommend it.
I believe that you were doing that to begin with. Just saying. Because you know what? I bet half our audience is staring at Nancy Sinatra.
All right.
Oh. Oga.
I really, really hope we won't have to go through this again next week. But if
Let's
we
see.
do, we'll just start with
We'll
the
see
webcam.
if we can restore.
We'll
see if
start
we
with the
can
webcam and see what happens.
You might remember a few years back, if you've been watching this long, where we decided we wanted to try both platforms, and we had to do this clumsy thing with two phones. It was literally two tripods, 2 phones. They were kind of like elevated. They were different angles. It was kind of strange, and we're just wrangling comments wherever the hell we could and whatnot. And then we got this little camera that broadcasts to this can go to 13 platforms. I don't think I could possibly wrangle 13 platforms for commentary, but 2 we're able to do. But the image was great, the sound was great.
Oh, Devin remembers
everything. Yeah, there you go. Long time viewers.
Yeah.
So
it's been a couple of years.
But it's been a couple of years since. So it's just kind of funny stuff. The things you have to deal with when you're doing this and entertain the troops and do it for a couple hours every Wednesday. Woo!
Well, to be fair, no one's making us.
Yeah, the truth is there's no whip at my heels or at my back. It's true. However, you're still enjoying an excellent little martini.
I am.
Again, with
the Awayuki strawberry gin. It's very good.
Again, a flavor product. We're not typically hawking that on the show. And our guest at Mid Valley, who was talking about this stuff, said, "Yeah, when I see the flavored products come in, I'm like, yeah." But seriously, they tried it and they were like, "Wow, where has this stuff been?"
Lisa's concerned the bots will mess with us.
Different.
Yeah, I suspect the bots will mess with us like last week.
Probably.
I'm here for them.
I tell you, once they arrive, they will be very obvious. And if they're not speaking Cyrillic, we won't have to ask Errol to translate. But if they are, I would really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's from Japan, John.
Japanese
Yep.
We've had Japanese gin before, which was very good. We've certainly had Japanese whiskey, which is very good. And they tried their hand at making like a very specific flavor. They have infused, I believe, red and white No, pink and white Aoyuki strawberries, grown in Japan's Nara prefecture, distilled from 100% grain. So this is
Really
just,
good.
it's a really clean tasting product. There's nothing really weird about it otherwise. It's a good balance, and it does have that note, and it's really nice without being sweet. It's just, they haven't sweetened it. A lot of these flavor things you get, they put the raspberry flavor in, they add sugar, and you're like, okay, it's fruit punch. And yeah, you can temper that a bit, but it's kind of a beach mixer. It's not that serious as a liquor. This is serious.
Lisa, thank
you.
you. They're going to make it work.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Awesome.
it.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, we did. We got the webcam. We grabbed the webcam. So
it itself looks a world better than the camera that's embedded in the computer. Because we got an outboard webcam.
Oh, lost in translation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think this is what, a Logitech. But isn't the Mevo a Logitech device too? They're all Logitech these days.
We tried Pillar Rum. We haven't.
Oh,
I'm interested, Devin.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, it's David. Sorry, David, not Devin. We have not tried it.
Gotcha. Fun stuff running with all this stuff. I'm okay with like trying things out, but once it works, it's like we just keep doing it. Suddenly, this thing completely failed for us. So,
well, I'm not okay with things that work great suddenly not.
And
working.
then don't. Yeah, no.
Then nobody at the company understands why.
What's going on here? I'm like, well,
you tell me.
Yeah, it's your machine, guys. Big fun. But if you're watching on multiple platforms, more views for us. That's appreciated. You don't have to. Sometimes people do because they want to catch all the comments. Hey, you're welcome to, of course. If you're watching on your TV, you can't see any of the comments, but you might like a big picture. Wherever the hell you want to go. It's always possible to watch on your TV, watch on your phone too, so you can comment, you can drop some lines on us. That's great. So anyway, having said all of that, I'm still sitting here a half hour in with what in my left hand.
I said, do you want a drink?
Yeah, and I just kind of kept yakking.
Do you want a drink?
I kept yakking, but that subject's done. Let's find something.
All right.
What do we got behind me that I want to work with besides my not Cuba Libre?
Moving the. I moved the.
I'm going to do something
Get
immediately.
in here.
Oh, hi.
All right. Oh, I noticed everything's backwards too on.
Oh,
page.
Really? Yep. Yes, it is. It may be possible to fix.
We need
on
a
the
drink,
fly.
Lisa says. Amen. Amen.
It might be possible to fix that on the fly. We haven't actually really had that issue for a long time. We used to actually have to do that every broadcast. What I'm going to do immediately is put some lime flavor inside my cola. This happens to be a Coke Zero, as a matter of fact. I can say that. They didn't sponsor us at all. We simply bought it. So 3 dashes of the lime bitters from Fee Brothers, who also didn't sponsor us, but it's an excellent product. Give it a swirl, and what have I got? Hey, immediately different. I like a little lime in my cola. So, what have I got here? I don't want to be too far out of frame or anything.
That's good. I like
what
that.
was I thinking of mixing this right off?
What were you thinking?
What are you thinking? I tell you, I'm going to go for a cocktail-sized out of 2. Since we're inside, the glasses are right
thank
there.
you, Devin.
Real easy.
Devin watches them all. Oh, Alan, hello. Yeah, I just escaped the YouTube feed. Yeah, I recommend it if at all possible.
You can, and you can definitely mute one or the other of these things and just let things rip. And you can, if you find closed captioning to be entertaining, you can put it on, but
the camera
might be distracting.
The camera's just pining for the fjords. Oh God, all I can say is it's better than last week.
Pining for
I realize that's a very low bar, but it's better than last week.
Pining for the fjords, frankly, sounds like a Golden Girls reference, and I'm thinking Betty White in that case.
St. Olaf.
St. Olaf. All right.
All right. Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Does it have a name?
Not yet.
Okay.
We'll actually start with. How much gin did you use in yours?
I use 2 ounces.
I will go with the same in brandy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Getting really low in this brandy, but it's time to kill it,
I love that it's a nice big bottle, but it takes up a lot of space. It's the only thing I don't like about it.
It does take up some real estate. It's also quite low, and I feel like we bought this recently. Well, you have a few sidecars.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you have a few sidecars, it goes down. Do I have a nice half-ounce measure here? Yes, I do.
Okay, so you got 2 ounces of brandy. Anything else yet?
Not yet, but I'm going to go for a half-ounce of this lemon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Got plenty of lemon. Those lemons are quite productive. Got to say. Boom, boom, boom. I like that in a citrus fruit. You don't hear that phrase being used in average conversation.
I like that in a citrus fruit.
Yeah, let's see what looks good in bitters. That might be interesting. Get that flavor. Got that flavor.
All the gin. Yes.
I would like all of the gin, thank you. I'm going to go with some of this bitter cube over here.
Oh, yeah. I was going to use that in my next drink.
So a couple dashes of the bitter cube.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since we have it right here,
okay,
I think it'd be quite nice. And I could use something with a little zing.
bitter cube, cherry bark vanilla bitters.
That's correct.
What else did you add?
I just added a half ounce of the Barrow's Tinge.
Ooh, good one.
Now, this is already a pretty good formula, and yes, it's a cocktail. And I'm going to put my nose in there and give it a taste.
So the Barrow's Intense, if you're not familiar, is as described. It's an intense ginger hit. We went to the factory. Well,
the plant
distillery.
The distillery.
The distillery where they make it.
They don't distill it there. They actually start with like a grain alcohol base, and they infuse their ginger.
They combine it
there. They infuse their ginger. They have two different types of ginger. They just grind it up, throw it together in this big slurry. Just let it soak, squeeze it out, and then you've gotten all the essence out of there. And it is hot. It's a really hot hit. And if you just you can pour that over an ice cube and just enjoy something.
Fred says my doctor advised me to get plenty of vitamin C from fruits. Well, here you go.
And, there you go.
And Alan says Facebook is so crisp. I'm inclined to believe there may be some platform sabotage going down. I would not be the slightest bit surprised.
All of these,
nothing surprises me anymore.
All of these large data companies are rivals. They're all trying to be your TV channel.
Oh, thank you, Lisa.
Are we surprised at anything? No.
Lisa likes your shirt and my dress.
There you go.
Brandy was a fine girl. I gotta look. You're on YouTube. I gotta look here.
There you go. Absolutely. Yeah, I was like, where am I looking? Here. Hilarious. Oh, yeah, this is actually an original VL creation, and these fortunes actually do say something. Let me read a few of these.
Wait, hold on. Errol says, I gotta read this. Errol says, we harvested potatoes on the farm. Lisa's made a potato soup, French fries, etc. All good. Wow. If it were legal, I would make some vodka. Exactly. It isn't today French Fry Day?
What's today? Was that yesterday?
I thought it was today.
No, it was today. You're right. French Friday.
Yeah.
And you're saying to yourself, it's Friday. No, it's French Friday.
I feel like French Friday should be on a Friday, but whatever.
As a matter of fact, didn't we have French fries with lunch?
We did.
I did them on the grill. They were excellent. Very nice and fresh. Now, in terms of home distilling, yes, verboten. Don't do this at home. Don't try this. Don't go to the library and find a book about distilling, or order something from spurious sources on Amazon and check it out.
No.
And do it on your stove. Don't like make the mash bill and then get your still going. Don't try this. I warned you. But if you do, I'd like to try a sample. So.
When isn't it French Fry Day?
Hey.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay.
Give me some ice, folks.
Okay, so shake with ice.
Shake with ice.
Okay.
It's a very long way of saying put all these things into your container and shake with ice.
Excited to try this one. If you like ginger, the Barrow's is amazing.
There we go.
And even if you don't like ginger, the Barrow's is amazing. It's still amazing.
It is still amazing, regardless of your enjoyment of the ginger. But I tell you, most folks actually enjoy
Yes, today is French Fry Day. Devin confirmed.
French Fry Day. Whoopee. Well, we certainly have them.
We went to Mike's Drive-In and got free fries.
Free fries.
Free fries.
What was that, ginger ice cream?
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh. Tomorrow's Bastille Day. Well, that makes sense.
This is correct.
That makes sense.
There you go.
Okay.
So French Friday.
It's always French Friday, Errol says.
French Friday followed by Bastille Day. Hey, just don't lose your heads, folks.
Actually, I didn't even need to do that myself. Oh, wow.
That's a nice fill. Okay. And although I tend not to have much left, you finish with this guy, let it rest for a second. Everything drips down. And then you pop your glass, and away you go. Now, I think that, first of all, make some rum. You don't want to splash or anything. And next, I would like to take one of these twists.
Oh.
Yep.
You might have noticed, well, Facebook people, we have cupcakes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said sugar and booze.
Sugar and booze.
We have cupcakes.
Okay, express some of the oil, drop in, and would you like to try our fine
I would love to try it.
I haven't named this yet, but it's a good one. I may have created something very similar to this on the air before, but it's been a long time.
Ooh, that's really good.
This is the kind of thing I like to do. This is really no more or less than a sidecar variation. I do not make a sidecar via the much repeated formula because I think equal parts is not a good idea. Oh,
like getting off the webcam.
And every once in a while, you find yourself like, what's going on? Hey, stop! There we go. Holding onto the rope there. So every once in a while, you find yourself in the possession of a really nice bottle of ginger liquor, and you want to do something with it. Again, the sidecar, you normally state it as like equal parts 1-1-1.
Hi, Johnny.
I don't do that. No, 2 ounces base and then half ounce of the other parts. You're spot on.
Or should I say aloha?
Fresh lemon and orange liqueur, you got yourself a sidecar straight up. I use ginger. There's your variation, and I use the Bitter Cube bitters. Ooh, I got some nice flavor notes happening there.
It's almost gone.
Took me so dang long to get to mine, but hey, oh well.
Thank you. Away with it.
All good drinks are finished, particularly because it started out life as about 2.5 ounces.
I was thinking of
a
pair. Okay, I should hold them up for
to display.
YouTube too.
To display.
See if the trolls are bombing us yet. They're
not yet. Hey,
all
how about that?
So
you never know.
The cupcakes are the Dolly Parton cupcakes. I wish Amy was here because because she's the one that gave me the frosting.
Do we still have a box that I could bring over?
We do. In fact, I saved the box for just this purpose. Although we have more boxes of it.
Is it sitting right here?
It's where it was.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So for those of you who follow these things, Dolly Parton did a collaboration with Duncan Hines and came up with the Dolly Parton.
Dolly's
There's the
favorite coconut cake.
I guess there are 2 or 3 flavors. We got 2.
Mm-hmm.
They were very, very difficult to get in our neck of the woods.
Yeah, distribution not so great around here.
Yeah, so I got 2 boxes of the coconut and 1 box of the banana.
Mm.
So, and then the Dolly frosting that Amy gave me. So,
what was the 3rd flavor?
I don't. It might have been like, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Banana just makes you think.
It's very difficult to get in our part of the world. So
Southern style coconut. Now I don't know exactly what qualifies that, but this is like an angel food style cake. You decided to make cupcakes instead. Comes with the coconut. You put your frosting on, your Dolly frosting, of course, and then you're packing the coconut and do. Excellent.
So that everyone can see, because you can't see that part of the bar behind the banner.
It says, for more inspiration, go to duncanhines.com. So if you want to check out all that is out there in terms of Dolly product.
Apparently there were
Dolly
other,
and
I think there was at least one other flavor, but try finding it in the Northeast.
Forget. Who knows? Anyway.
I
will.
Do you like a Dolly cupcake?
Fair. I guess that would. Do we have little plates?
No.
Shall I get little plates?
Sure.
Hate to leave you again, but I'll be just a second.
Maybe even little napkins while you're at it. So these are the coconut and with Dolly's buttercream frosting, and I sprinkled some coconut on top. So we'll see. But you know what? I had a spoonful of the batter because I'm like that. And I licked some of the frosting off the spatula. So I already know they're good.
Do you have napkins there, or were they out in the
We don't, the paper ones were out. So
we're out of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So am I just getting a cloth?
Just get, I don't know, paper towel, whatever.
Okay.
I don't care.
Fine.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
I'm not going to be particular about my napkins at this point in the broadcast. Because I'm ready for another drink, but I thought I should do a pairing with my cupcake. Checking in. Okay. Thank you.
There you go.
All right.
I felt that the pink plates were the way to go. What do you think?
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Choose your
Choose your weapon.
Dolly
Fine.
cupcake.
Make
Thank
that
you. All
fold
right, here,
underneath
I
there
got it, I
nicely.
got it. All right.
There we go. I think this weapon will do just great. Yep.
All right. Let's see. I like this one.
There we go.
It amuses me.
It amuses me.
All right. Here we go.
Pick up a little bit of coconut.
You can't make cupcakes without licking the spoon.
No.
I know. And Paul was saying, like, well, you can't eat the batter. I'm like, I already have.
I've eaten a lot of the batter.
I ate some of the batter already. Okay.
Naturally enough, so many people eat so much of the batter that there, of course, are whole ice creams that are basically made of dough. So there you go. Well, cookie dough. Anyway.
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough.
Is there
yeah.
cake dough?
Is
Cake
there
batter?
cake batter?
That doesn't sound right.
I think I just gave, Pillsbury Ben and Jerry's their next idea.
Mmm.
Don't worry, I won't try to collect royalties.
Mmm.
So going to go with, I like the cute little doilies that we have around here too.
Dolly's cupcake is good.
Dolly's jollies. It's very light.
I knew
do
the
like that
batter
about
was
this.
good.
Oh yeah, nice flavors.
I do. And I get that reference. What better way to say I love you than with the gift of a spatula?
Honey, have you seen the spatula?
Okay, kids,
Let's go. I wasn't able to do that.
And if you
properly.
get that reference,
There we go. Got to get that smack in there. Spatula City.
you're geekier than we are. Okay.
Spatula City. Spatula City.
What better way to say I love you than with the gift of a spatula?
Hello, I'm Cy Greenbloom. I like the company so much. I bought the
I
spatula.
like your spatula
Yeah.
so much. I love the company.
Yeah, yet another parody of anybody. I think John remembers who that's a parody of. You might even remember seeing a whole musical tribute to in person.
Just gonna model the
I mean,
rum.
well, no, we didn't see the group, but we did see the flyer. The flyer,
Oh,
for the group, which
yeah.
is hilarious.
Chocolate chip cookie. Oh, Lisa doesn't like the chocolate chip cookie dough. Oh,
Mhm.
oh, thought Lisa doesn't like it. She ate all of it.
I didn't think she liked it, but it disappeared as if by magic.
That's happened to us. Paul will be like, "Oh, you don't like that." I'm like, "The hell I don't."
What are you saying?
Okay, so I haven't named this one yet either, but I'm starting with 2 ounces of El Dorado 5-year rum,
Great place to start.
which we've had before, but
Mhm.
I just cracked this bottle. Just got some new last
You
week.
don't actually need to try that again. I know it's good.
I know it's good.
I knew the gin was good too, but I tried some of it again anyway. But it's a more recent product to us.
Oh, John says, speaking of ice cream, is anyone else having trouble finding Chunky Monkey?
Chunky Monkey.
That's not okay.
That sounds like a real problem. It is possible to make an excellent banana ice cream, but of course you would have to have an ice cream freezer.
Not all in one sitting, Lisa. I didn't think
Fair enough.
so. I didn't think so.
Fair enough. Absolutely.
All right.
So anyway, yeah, it does. Cy Sperling from the movie UHF we've been referring to, of course, is a takeoff on Cy Spalding, was it? Did we
No
get that?
sight.
Who was the actual commercial? Hair Club for Men. Cy Spalding?
I thought it was say Sperling.
Who's Cy Sperling? Cy Spalding. Okay, now I'm confusing myself. Yeah,
Cy Sperling.
Cy Sperling. Okay, so
Yeah,
there we go.
Say
So
Sperling.
Spalding is a parody of Sperling.
Founder of Hair Club for Men.
Boom. He's not only
That's
not
what
only
Errol
founder,
gets for
he's a former
thinking.
client.
Oh no. Oh no.
He-
Oh, okay.
Is what a parody. The Cy Spalding from UHF, a parody of the Cy Sperling commercial.
No, I think he's
of course.
Cy Greenbloom.
Or Cy Greenbloom. That's right. But John may recall we're at the Berkeley School of Music to see some performances. I believe your brother was doing a recital, and walking through the hallways, we see a flyer for the Cy Sperling trio. We're like,
Oh my
we got to
gosh.
see this, and there was no way we're just not going to be there that day. But somewhere out there, there's some recordings of the Cy Sperling trio, and I'd like to hear them.
Okay, so I started with 2 ounces of the El Dorado 5-year. I'm going to do a third of an ounce strawberry liqueur.
It's a good place to be too.
And 1/3 of an ounce of the Barrow's intense ginger liqueur.
Straw ginger. The unusual.
All right. I'm excited to have this again. It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute. Like our local doesn't carry it, and then one of the other ones was carrying it in small bottles. I thought,
I know.
It's all right to have the small bottle. Then I just need to buy it again quickly. And then
exactly.
It's not as economical. I like the big bottle.
And
I'm going to use it. I'll take that large bottle of brandy back there. I will use it.
3/4 of an ounce of the fresh
lemon.
lemon juice.
You're contracting your liqueurs.
Oh, well, I don't want it to be too sweet.
And the fact is that the rum base is slightly sweet itself.
And 2 dashes of
the bitter cube cherry bark vanilla bitters.
Which we found.
Popular choice.
And when I say found, I don't mean like we found it in the store. I mean, it was literally found.
It was actually a remainder at that event at Lake George. There's what I like to call the dregs bar at the end of the weekend when everybody has a bottle of something they bought to mix with, and
they don't want to travel home with.
I can't put it on the plane. I can't put an open bottle on the plane, right? It all ends up at like the bar on the lower level.
Hi, Satellite. Good to see you.
Sunday morning, you can walk
around.
Oh yeah,
the summer martini.
Take them home.
The summer martini, which was really good. We used the Iwayuki strawberry gin from Japan.
That's a fun product. That's really fun to mix with. We really want to do more things with that. So, John remembers the Sice Burling Trio.
Oh, yeah, Sice Burling Trio.
Where can somebody get me some like live recordings of the Sice Burling Trio? It wasn't somebody running a little cassette machine at the time, Pro Walkman, something like that. Maybe somebody had the DAT. Oh man, that's so cool.
Wouldn't that have been you?
I had the Pro Walkman, as a matter of fact, because I remember recording the said recital with Mr. Tom McDonough, who may still have that tape. Well, he should anyway. It was a good tape. It sounded great.
All right, hold on. Missing comments.
You dropped somebody? Oh, you did drop somebody. Yes.
Hi, Gwen.
Take
Good to see you. Shall we? I'm glad you're here now, Gwen.
Yes.
All right, we're going to see how this goes with a cupcake.
I'm going to try that out, huh? So here's the thing. You may say late to the party. I say, not that late. We're still here. Exactly. We're glad you're here. So how about that?
Did I have a...
What did you have and what did you need?
Strainer. I'll use this one.
Okay.
Whatever.
Pardon me. That will work.
All right. Now I need a glass.
Okay.
I hope this is clean.
The outside of it could use a dusting. The inside of it should be fine. It's been face down.
It's clean enough.
Things get dusty in this place because.
Oh, thanks, Gwen.
I'm not.
Did you see? I'm not likely.
Oh, I did see that. That was some pretty good special effects. Reading kitchen playback on that. I don't even see it. How about that? So you missed it. You missed it on the replay.
My drink made a big splash, and I'm going to remember to use a lemon twist.
Yes.
Because we got them.
Or is that because you like yours with a twist?
Okay, so I twisted it, and then all the lemons, like oil, just went poof.
Did it hit the glass, or did it hit your hand?
No, I don't know. I'm sure some got in there. It's the fan is on. So.
Oh, this is true. We got air going. We have fans going.
This is good too.
We've been broadcasting from Yon Tiki Room in recent episodes. That last week was a lot of fun, of course. And of course, it's like 95 degrees out there if it's a day.
John, I was thinking Enrico Palazzo because he told me about it. John say Enrico Palazzo. Yeah.
Yes. And I remember.
So I say that I was like, it's Enrico Palazzo.
I remember specifically from the audience going, "Hey, it's Enrico Palazzo!" You know, you had to say that 3 or 4 times. Hilarious. We have we've made a habit for the past several years on the 4th of not necessarily having anything to light. Although in recent years, I've actually found a very good source for Roman candles, and I happen to like them a lot.
He bought a bunch of illegal fireworks.
No, they were legal.
They were legal, but they weren't legal to light.
Yes,
but you didn't let that stop you.
They were legal to light. It was just over there from the Home Depot. Or Lowe's, one of those. Anything was Lowe's. Yeah. That's right there. They're for sale. It wasn't like M80s or something. That's illegal around here. But I got the Roman candles. I like them. They're kind of fun. Light and stand back, folks. So we don't always have those, but we always put some music on. have the flag out, and I will play a number of versions of our national anthem, featuring what? Well, there's always that sequence from the Naked Gun, which is hilarious. So,
say, can you see?
so that's great stuff. And I like good
Hey, it's
versions.
Enrico Palazzo.
There's at least a good couple of versions of it as sung by Lou Rawls. I think
Yeah.
this was at a couple of ball games, like baseball games. Wow. Okay, that's good. There is a rather notorious version from 1968 at a different baseball game with Jose Feliciano. This caused a ruckus at the time. And you listen to this now and you're like, what? He's just playing the version. He's just playing on his guitar. He's got some guts. He's got some
not that
soul.
I think this should cause a ruckus. I don't think it should cause a ruckus, but you played it and I was like, that has the notes in his version have nothing to do with the notes in
the anthem?
The actual version.
He was close enough.
Well,
yeah, he was listening to it saying, yeah, he's got it going on. He was just playing it with some guts. It was not like it was really way off.
I'm not sure how legal his were, Errol. Yeah, I don't think they were completely legal. But.
Manufacturing them yourself in your own little private lab, probably not something that you want to be talking to ATF about. Just saying. Anyway, so we'll play all those versions. And then, of course, you have to culminate with what I consider the ultimate version. Yes, the Band of Gypsies at the Woodstock Festival.
Which caused more of a ruckus, Jose Feliciano or Jimi Hendrix? I'm going to go with Hendrix, probably.
Feliciano caused an immediate furor in the conservo press. I'm not trying to say anything at all anymore about that, but it was really only those folks who were at the time a little rabid about such things that were just like, this is a travesty, blah, blah, blah. This was just a young artist who had just had a really large hit single who was just playing it in his style. I mean, he's a citizen. He played it that way. Jimi Hendrix appeared a few days after the festival on Dick Cavett. You can watch this up on YouTube. Why, Cavett asked him about that. Well, why did you play this? And, Jimmy's like, yeah, well, I just, I'm a citizen and I just kind of felt like playing it. And they did. He was a very shy guy, Cavett says, you understand this is a fellow who was a paratrooper in like the 18th paratroops, right?
Yeah, that's the thing.
And Jimmy's like, no, don't go into that. It's like, yeah, he wasn't some tremendous soldier, but he had served. So the idea that how can you do this is ludicrous. He has every right, and he played it with a lot of guts and soul. And at that in this country at that exact point in time, that's exactly what that should have sounded like.
Or spray.
I got the spray.
Between the cupcake and making my drink.
I mean, it's
oh, Amy! Yeah. I'm glad you're here.
There you go.
I made the Dolly Parton cupcakes. I just had one. They're so good.
Ta-da! Oh boy, this box is empty.
Amy gave me the frosting.
Yep. So you frosted her cupcakes.
I said I wish Amy was here because I made the cupcakes. Well, I made it could have been a cake. It could have been cupcakes, but I made cupcakes.
Could have been cupcakes. I'm going to continue with this.
Yeah, Jimmy was in the army. Yeah, I love his version.
Yeah. He was
exactly. Anyone can play guitar with their teeth is awesome. Exactly.
He was a paratrooper and 18th Division. He joined. He was 18 years old, and his home life was such chaos that I'm sure he was just like, yeah, whatever, get me out of this. And I think his major activity at the time was trying to avoid duty. Not a particularly dedicated soldier or anything. And at one point he got injured, and that was kind of an excuse to muster him out. But it's not like he got a dishonorable discharge or anything. He just wasn't that great a soldier. You could say the exact same about another fellow who was in the service at about the same time, who was Jerry Garcia.
I was going to say, I bet I know who you're going to say.
No, Jerry Garcia served, and I think he was a real slacker too. Well, that's Jerry. Riemann Zurich actually served. I think he was stationed in Germany at the time. He did his time and whatnot. But a lot of these guys had actually, they were a little older. They had all done that, and then you get to the middle of the period and they're in their famous group. And it's actually, for all this anti-war stuff, these guys served in the army.
Oh, yeah. Amy, they worked great. The frosting's delicious. Mm-hmm. Thank you. So, I'm happy with them.
For those who are talking about the versions, check out the Feliciano version, easily found up on this very YouTube. There's at least one decent version. There's some really terrible video on it. Just look until you find something that sounds pretty good. It was released on at least one collection of his on CD. You should be able to find that up on your streaming services. Worth a listen. Definitely worth a listen. You can find the You can find the song upon which our anthem is based, which is long and is a drinking song. So if you have any fortitude, try that out.
Elizabeth, if I'd known we were going to have this camera angle when we started, I would have done better lighting. I'll just put it that way.
We try. We do what we can with these things.
We started off on Paul's phone on YouTube.
Right in back of the Mevo camera.
And it was so awful.
The angle was weird. I corrected it. It was slightly better, but then the actual broadcast, you can watch this. It's up there. It was terrible. Terrible. On YouTube, this is like version 1 of this title video. You're watching V2. If you're watching on Facebook, it's been great all along. Hey, no problems. Plus one for Facebook, huh?
Yeah, Errol's agreeing about Jimmy.
Yeah. You know, the thing is that it was apparently just a lot of fights with the parents, and he would just hide in a closet. And like when he got a guitar when he was a kid, he would just play for hours, and that was a pattern of his entire life. It's like he was only really comfortable when he was playing, and we only lived to 27. He didn't have too much to do. But you look at the thousands of hours of tape. It's like he spent all his time in the recording studio, you know, or playing live. The whole like Woodstock Festival, of course, was delayed so far for rain delays that he, as the headliner, played on Monday morning.
A Lime Ricardo, Amy. Yep. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Ren Blake. Oh, okay. I checked that out. I'm Ricky. That's sour
Lime
cherry.
Ricardo with sour. Ooh, that sounds really good.
The Limon Ricardo. Yay. I would be interested to try this. This sounds good.
It does sound good.
And of course, is this your first bottle of that stuff, or had you tried it before and you just wanted some more? Because boy, that
sounds.
Oh, we could do that.
Vaguely creepy. Maybe this your first bottle of sour cherry?
What's in your Lime Ricardo? Because we happen to have some juice right here, and we happen to have that very cherry liqueur. I'd try that.
Paul's gonna need a new drink.
I'm getting a little low. Now. Just saying. Okay, interesting versions of stuff. This was hilarious.
Where'd he go?
The other thing I like to play on the 4th, of course, is Stars and Stripes Forever, the Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
You just said Mormon.
I'm trying to hold this, be in 2 broadcasts at once, and make sure that this isn't flaring out. And if I happen to say things funny, then shut up. So
the Mormon
Tabernacle Choir, got it? Everybody happy? Jeez, this
Mormon
is
Tallywhacker Choir.
Circa 70.
And we're back to talking music. John says.
Didn't take long, did it? 1973. This was actually, you can see from the top here, it was released in 4-channel. Good grief! This one will surround you and trap you. And they do versions of Stars and Stripes Forever, Washington Post, Semper Fidelis, El Capitan, King Cotton, the Thunderer, and in fact, the Liberty Bell.
Satellite. I love a Moscow Mule.
Do you want to hear the Monty Python theme with lyrics? Here it is. This is a pretty astonishing record. So I play this every 4th. It's a lot of fun. And if you want to sing along, Mitch Miller style, there you go.
Oh boy.
There's your lyrics.
Look at
hilarious.
Look
Not
at
that hard to find this record, I think. Not even that hard to find it in 4-channel, but you can find it in stereo as well.
Look at that
anyway,
lyrics.
Mormon Tabernacle. Big hit sellers.
Or as Mojo Nixon calls them, the Moron Tallywhacker Choir.
Oh, Mojo. Such a card.
Oh my gosh. Wait, oh.
Anyway, pardon me. But that's the big fun that we had on the 4th. And then, of course, all those versions of. And if there's anything that's in that vein, I like to throw it on. It's it's all part of the fabric.
Elizabeth says there's a podcast called the 27 Club, which is all these musicians. That passed at that age. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh jeez. Yeah, that's a well-known phenomenon because in that era you had Janis Joplin, Brian Jones, Jim Morrison. It goes on and on.
Oh my gosh.
John Bix Biderek, how old when he left this?
Errol says, we had a guy on my submarine that was amazing with a guitar. He played it on patrol. My escape was calculus and differential equations. It served me well. Aww.
You got to have something. Your trusty slide rule on your belt loop. That's what you got to have. But definitely. Where's Doug when we need him? He'll show up in no time. I was 4th.
Oh my gosh.
Hold that thought.
Oh, Jamie found the Dolly. Oh, lucky you. Yeah, it's not easy to find here. Oh, okay. A gin and tonic with extra lime juice and sour cherry. That sounds incredible. Oh, John says, I think Bix died at 25.
25, didn't make the club. Okay, but that's pretty young.
Okay, Paul just went off to search for something. So.
Something.
This makes me think of Tootsie. Will he be back?
Well, I think the answer to that question is yes. And I had it down here because I was listening to all of that RCA system record because I've got the system set up for that. And I heard it and I thought it was pretty damn cool. I thought I posted it up on the group Present Listening. You could check the archives on that. And in the meantime.
Oh, hi, Dan. Good to see you.
Hey, there we go.
As you can see, we have not
ahead
gotten the live camera working yet.
Yeah,
so
we're working
webcam,
on it.
But
we have our company that makes the
Yay.
camera working on it, and it is just one of these kind of tedious things. It doesn't sound like a simple problem. It sounds like something is really screwed up. So technicians
no kidding.
are working round the clock on our problem. I'm sure that's not happening. And speaking of a problem, oh my. Yeah.
All right. Do you have any thoughts?
The immediate thought I have is like, I can't show you Ives Symphony 4 quad, but I can show you Metal Machine Music quad. You get that to stop flaring out at you. And yeah, if you know of this notorious record, you're like, what? Yeah,
Wikipedia says Bix died at 28.
28?
Okay.
Oh, really? Gee, that's enough of a variation to make me think he might have maybe it was the 22nd
Oh, man.
Who knows? Definitely.
Oh, math and music. Yeah.
Math and music.
Yes.
Speaking of which, we're talking music,
dance.
we're talking mathematics. If we start talking like 20th century 12-tone music, math and music.
Math and music and
go.
dance.
And dance. All those together.
And dance.
Did somebody say John Cage and Merce Cunningham? No,
oh,
nobody said that.
They did not. No one said that.
Nobody
said that.
Nobody said these things. It didn't happen. But if you're looking for something from Mr. Cage, stick to the dance music. My advice.
Oh.
Yep.
Working around the clock, like all right. Nobody is working around the clock on our problem.
Tirelessly. They will not rest.
I'll wake up in the middle of the night freaking out about our problem, but nobody is working around the clock on our problem.
No, we're not even doing it. And we certainly, you worked hours on this yourself, back and forth with people, trying things out, trying it again, failing, trying again. You got the chip in there, you get the diagnostic software piece so they can send it to all this stuff back and forth.
To be fair.
Yeah, right.
The people from the company have been extremely responsive.
They have been responsive, it's true.
So I will give them that they have not blown me off. But
there we go.
Clifford Brown died at 26.
26.
Oh my gosh.
Good grief. That's ludicrous. You know, all of these are ludicrous within a few years of that, right? But 26. Damn. Which means that his substantial body of work all happened by his early 20s. Think about that. That's amazing. Eric likes, the prepared piano are fun, true, and the radios. There's the radio.
Now I feel like this conversation about John Cage is happening on YouTube, but John is on Facebook.
John's on Facebook, so he's missing it.
So yeah, we have to translate.
John, the radio piece is landscapes, or what does Cage actually call his piece? I'm totally spacing that. We played this for a CD in Brooklyn, as a matter of fact. I was there. I was doing it. But now I'm spacing what he calls it. There's also, Eric, of course, cartridge music. I have that record over here.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of fun, actually. And we played that. I played that live with John. We did actually have 4 phono cartridges rigged up to go, and they made fun noise. They really did. Had to build a whole frame that they fit on. That was the Fortress of Cartridge-tude. I painted it because, hey, who wants bare wood in performance? So it itself was part of the whole performance piece.
I don't want bare wood in performance.
Not I. But that's there's a random.
Oh, it was called radio music.
Radio music. There we go.
Okay,
yep.
Radio music.
AM radios, which means that used to be a lot more fun to listen to because you're tuning in what's happening off the air. And these days, you're going to get a lot of ball games and yakking. So your variety's not that great. You might get a couple of music stations. We have a decent enough local music station, plays oldies. I can listen to them for about half an hour, and then I just want to turn it off. But
oh, Errol says funny things like listen carefully as our menu has changed, or since I was on hold for 20 minutes, the call dropped. Oh my gosh, that is the most infuriating thing when you're on hold and the call drops.
You ever get that option for them to call you back? I think, I'll choose that. whatever. Call me back whenever.
Yeah.
And usually it does happen. That's just all part of customer service these days. But waiting on that line with that inane music forever and a day.
I will say my most recent customer service experience that was like, the people weren't bad. Like, I don't want to say anything about the people because I think they were just untrained and had no idea what they were doing. But I'm not going to say the name of the company, but it rhymes with U Mall.
Yeah.
We needed to rent a truck. It rhymes with U Mall. And I could not, their website was crazy.
Their website was totally opaque. Really,
so I
terrible,
called them
terrible
and
design.
It's like, oh, big mistake. I had to just figure it out myself.
I've been complaining about one of these services or my camera or both, and probably you can throw Vimeo into that
Hi,
mix.
Joe. Good to see you.
You know, these days it kind of is.
Oh, he wrote another piece for radio. It's called
Imaginary
Imaginary Landscape. I feel like I've heard of that.
This is what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah. Which, of course, leads to yet another piece featuring the term landscape.
Joe says oldies. Is that like Thin Lizzy?
Well, Thin Lizzy's first recordings at this point in time were basically 50 years back, give or take a few years.
Oh, yeah, the callback option for sure, Errol. Yeah.
I mean, your real like midstream classic Thin Lizzy hits. It's not quite 50 years, but it's close enough.
When I figured out the U Mall website, I hung up midstream with the guy because I knew more about U Mall at that point than he did. So I just kind of, when he put me on hold for like the 8th time, I just hung up because I'm like, I figured this out myself. Thanks.
Yep. Saw it, did it, boom, done.
Oh, other members of the 27 Club.
Kurt, Amy. Pete Ham. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, Ron McKernan also. Yeah.
Oh
that was the first of their keyboardists to die mysteriously.
Wow.
A circumstance which undoubtedly inspired the whole sequence in Spinal Tap with their drummers.
Oh, when you get back to the wrong number option and can't get back to the original options. Yes, Elizabeth. I feel you.
How did we get on the subject of terrible customer service? Here we go. This is sounding an awful lot like a movie that somebody's making.
Oh, God. I need another drink after
another drink.
Oh, my God.
Speech. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, that sounds like Cage. Definitely. Yeah, the pieces that are very interactive, I think are kind of fun. There's a lot of pieces he does that are very sparse, and I think, where's the notes? Where's the notes on the page? Hello, waiting for the music. So
yeah, I've done that too.
It varies with me. I think that some of it I can take or leave, but definitely. D. Boone. Oh, good grief.
Oh, my gosh.
Dave Alexander, of course, got fired from the Stooges for being inebriated. And you're like, you get fired from the biggest bunch of drug abusers in rock and roll for abusing drugs?
Now that's saying something.
Jeez. Wow. You're terrible.
Amy says, cocktail, please. Well, I'm getting low.
What am I if I do?
Paul's getting out. Oh, yeah. You probably had...
Amy, my question to you, what's in your
she said
lime Ricardo?
She said.
She did? Okay.
Yeah, she said basically a gin and tonic with the sour cherry.
G&T sour cherry.
Yeah, let's go back.
We haven't have tonic,
basically a gin and tonic with extra lime juice and sour cherry.
Okay, well, thank you. Sorry that I missed that, but she got me.
We have bitter lemon tonic,
and we do happen to have that. I'll try that still.
All right,
it's going to vary just a little bit.
Want me to get you one?
If you happen to have
are there any? There might be one in there. I don't know.
I'll check that out.
Okay,
that'd be easy. Elevator down.
So.
Nope.
I'll go get you one.
Yeah, I think I'll go to.
Don't you worry.
On that business because it is not.
Come on back. Oh, Amy loves Badfinger. Yes, me too.
No.
All right, hold on.
I'm going to get myself back up. Elevator going up.
Okay.
And here we are.
Yeah, Lisa and Amy both want another drink.
I would like another drink, please. Well, I'm out, and I could definitely go for something that sounds like that.
Isn't there a webpage that has lists of all the menu operations for the phone, so you don't have to listen to the whole spiel?
Well, I think that all depends. Even generally for like every service provider in the world, or if you take a look at their site. Site might tell you.
I'm going to get you that tonic.
Zero will frequently get you operator. Not that that's a panacea. And you might really just be put into a different loop. And boy, have I been there in recent history. and it really just makes you want to like open a window and step out. Of course, if I did that here, I would like fall 3 feet and go, ow, my knee hurts. But you know what I mean.
Here you go.
There you have it. Okay, so this is Schweppes bitter lemon tonic water. It is a very bitter hit because you've got like that very sour kind of lemon flavor going on.
Devin.
Plus
Thanks for joining
plus the
us.
quinine in this. It's kind of like a double hit on that. Hey, thank you for joining us a little earlier than usual.
Aww.
And if it's time for you to go, then that's life. We'll see you in a week. And thank you so much.
Yeah, hopefully our YouTube broadcast will be fixed by then. I can dream.
If I can dream. Take it from Elvis. If I can dream. Yeah, if you could, so can you, right? So anyway, and thank you also for watching us on 2 platforms. That's awesome. I appreciate that. You know, it takes a little technology. It takes all we've got around here, I guess. So again, I'm making a G&T with the cherry.
Oh wait, okay, hold on. Dan says I shall throw down on the snooty cocktail of the evening gauntlet. We had 2 rounds of
the Chemist American.
Oh, okay.
Saint Germain.
Saint Germain. I love Saint Germain.
In the Velveteen lounge.
Oh, ooh, yay. I don't have
out.
One right now. I used mine earlier.
I have that exact drink right here. Well, less the gin and the Saint Germain, and actually all of the ice. I got the lemon peel. That's what I have.
I made a martini earlier.
That's as much as I've got. But it's close. It's
right Wayuki.
I got the right one.
Gin,
got the right glass.
Which I'm quite loving right now.
You should try this, Dan. This is interesting stuff.
Yes.
This is made with 2 different kinds of strawberry flavor. Not sweet. It's just like the essence, really. It's a slightly because of the strawberry, but it's really just infused flavor.
John says, God, YouTube looks awful. I know.
It looks better than it used to. It looks a mile better than it used to. It doesn't look that bad. I mean, the lighting is funked, and it's definitely hitting you a little hard, I gotta say. It's kind of like the spot is like bang, and I'm looking like a little flattened out over here. Yeah, you see, it immediately looks better. Whereas the lighting...
It looks a lot better when you put your hand over your face, Kelly.
I didn't say that. Oh, please.
Almost said
I didn't say anything about that. Artichoke hold. Velveteen launch martini glass. There we go. A lot of votes for that. Well, I would continue using one. However, I'm making a tall one. Maybe I'll just set this aside. And if I happen to need it again, I'll just give it a rinse and go.
So what are you doing here?
Well, apparently I need a tall glass. Let's see what would be
you do.
Suitable.
Apparently so.
Let's see. This guy will do the job there. This one's kind of fun.
Tom Collins.
This is actually a Tom Collins glass labeled Tom Collins.
Oh, favorite Saint Germain is the artichoke hold. Elizabeth says.
Artichoke hold.
I love the name.
I assume that features Chinar.
Oh, it's coming in at a low resolution on John's browser.
I
thought you just meant my skin tone.
That's your browser. Get your browser. Go to the little gear at the bottom of YouTube there. Right at the bottom of your page, you got that gear. Just hit that, and you could actually change your resolution. And if you can't, then your reception is terrible. And I can't help you.
Man.
I'm saying, that's up to your browser.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just saying man.
Man what?
Old Manischewitz.
Old Manischewitz, yeah.
Mine's empty. I feel like I should have wine or something because.
Okay. Well, that's a good idea, after all.
If you don't mind.
Like the blonde Janet on the screen there.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, boy.
We've got Three's Company on the TV.
We're having a lot of fun.
Janet is wearing a blonde wig. I'm just saying, she does make a cute blonde, but wow, that's crazy.
They're having a little fun. So anyway, starting with the G&T, I would like normally to have a lime squeeze, but I happen to have a lot of lemon juice in the back of me, so I'm going to use that. And I can use a lemon peel.
And
so
like this.
I would say, let us give me about as much as I would get out of that squeeze.
Oh, Elizabeth shared the recipe for the artichoke hold.
Go check that out, eh?
Okay. Jamaican rum. Okay.
It does have the Chinar, the Saint Germain. Okay, and lime juice. Okay.
Oh, that sounds great. I would make that.
We happen to have.
I think we're out of elderflower, aren't we?
We're out of elderflower. We've got the rest of that.
Okay. Well, we can get more. Have a spritzer. Maybe I will.
I will take
I need Paul to go get the wine though. It's in the.
I will
It's
take care of
that way.
I will take the other gin that we got.
The other gin. We have
Spirit
two
side.
other gins actually.
Spirit side.
Okay.
Yes. I'll go for that.
Let's go local.
Let's go fresh. Well, let's go local.
Let's go local. That's Spirits Lab gin.
Okay. I could be pretty happy with a shot of that.
All right.
So we're going to do that.
How
And
about a low res, just a set of Pong episode dance? Well, you know what? If they don't fix our live camera soon, you
Yeah, we're
may
gonna be
very
there.
well get that.
We're going to be there like batting it back and forth,
Atari.
back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth.
That might be next week's theme.
Did anybody ever have one of those home Pong games like a ColecoVision thing where you actually set it up on either diagonal corner and it would just like bat the ball back and forth to itself for hours? You could do that.
No.
Kind of fun. I remember finding one at some yard sale in the 80s for like $5.
What did you do? How much gin?
Shot.
Okay.
And a generous splash of the lemon. And we need some of the cherry, don't we?
Sour cherry?
The sour
It's
cherry.
right here.
Excellent. Thank you.
I happen to bring it over.
Did Amy specify how much I should be putting in?
I don't think so.
Okay. So
Oh, artichoke called us according to right? Exactly, Amy.
Go
Oh,
on.
and by the way, Amy, how much did you use? He's freelancing, whatever.
I can freelance. I'm going
All
to
right.
go for
Third of an ounce?
that's a third.
Okay.
Third of an ounce. Added a nice color to that. Big splash happening right there. Okay. Putting the flavor in. Now I need, and I have a topper. Oh, don't do that.
Oh God! If I survive
Fill
this
with tonic.
month, it will be a miracle.
There we go. Set that aside.
Like I measure, Amy says, a woman after my own heart.
Just asking, hun. There you go. And I'm gonna add a twist.
Oh wait, Eric had a color pong game.
There you
Oh, that Elizabeth,
Radio
that sounds
Shack.
amazing. I'm gonna do
Oh,
that
yeah.
when we get elderflower again.
All right. And I'm going to add a straw. And the straw that I have
Oh, wait.
has a rubber duck.
Okay, wait. What did you do beside? Yeah, I've got the gin, the sour cherry.
The straw.
How much lemon did you use?
I added a generous splash of lemon. You might want to call that about a third of an ounce as well.
Okay.
Honestly, take a section of lime and squeeze it in like you're supposed to. I just didn't feel like going and cutting limes. I got a whole ton
Okay.
of lemon juice back
And
here.
then you did the bitter lemon.
I did.
All right.
I'm gonna want to add more of that cherry.
Yeah, it needs a little more.
Yes, it does. So I'm gonna up that.
It's good. I like it, but
I'm gonna
I'm
go
not
with
getting the
a
cherry.
full half ounce of that. The
Yeah.
bitter lemon here is quite
Okay.
strong, so we're
So it's a
trying to
half
counteract that.
All right.
But I like the idea of like the fancy lime Ricky, the lime Ricardo.
Well, you know what? It's kind of red, so it's like Lucy's red hair.
More cherry. The Lucy Ricardo. I'm adding a full ounce.
All right,
I'm going there.
let's do it.
This is pretty bitter from all of that, the bitter lemon and the quinine.
Well, she was bitter whenever she couldn't be in Ricky's show.
Oh, Ricky. Lucy.
Tropicana. Oh my gosh, I love the
more like it.
conversation on YouTube about the games.
It's gone quite pink.
All right.
As we recall, and as Jan recalls, from checking
That's
out,
really good.
that's better. That's better. Check out the Star Trek exhibit at Ticonderoga,
Mhm.
the Star Trek experience.
Amy went. Amy went this year.
Yeah, Amy, you went. Do you recall your guide telling
Oh,
you
Amy says
about?
YouTube does look terrible.
Oh,
I
sorry,
don't know
folks.
what to say.
It looks
I don't know
better.
what to
It looks
say.
better than it did about an hour ago. That's what I
Oh
gotta say.
God.
Wow, that first broadcast was pretty horrendous. We got rid of that. So we're on this. We're trying things. It's a better camera than we had last week, and it's definitely better audio. And it's absolutely better audio than we had an hour ago because that was my phone. And it was really underperforming. You remember at the Star Trek exhibit in the conference room, you'll have a number of flags. And one of them, if you look very carefully, and as the guide points out, is a Cuban flag. And their whole like point of that being like, what's that all about? This was the mid '60s. Wasn't there a Cold War going on? Yeah, but the producer of your show, or one of the executive producers of your show there, was Cuban. So there you go.
Right, I called it lime Ricardo.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
That's good.
Desilu.
This could withstand, I think, with a
yes.
standard tonic,
Amy, I'm so glad you got
a little
that.
less interference from the lemon. But yeah. But I'm good with the bitter lemon too.
We got
like
a
that
whole
as a thing.
discussion about video games on YouTube.
Got it going on. How did this happen?
I did enjoy some Space Invaders back in the day. And then Bubble Bobble.
There you
Did
go.
anyone play Bubble Bobble?
I've never heard of it, so you might be all
That
alone
was
here.
that was really
but I
an
hope you're not.
80s thing.
Hope you're not.
But
All I remember is what was it? Space Invaders, Tank Battle, and what was the other one?
oh, Aerolite Asteroids. Okay.
Asteroids.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Asteroids.
Tank Battle was the only one that I was ever any good at.
Aaron, good to
Kinda
see
fun.
you.
Hey,
Yay, on our crappy YouTube broadcast.
I believe Aaron actually happened to use a box of this
Dolly
material.
Parton.
Just recently, I saw that happening up there. I believe you made the cake format. No, we happen to make the
I made
cupcake format.
cupcakes.
You want to show them off
because-
again?
Oh, well, yes,
Yep.
I still have two on the display. The Dolly Parton
Yeah.
coconut
Big fun.
cupcakes.
These are really good. I'm certain that your cake was delicious, and these are really nice.
Wait. What?
Oh, it was Andrew. I'm sorry.
Oh, and yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, you did buy them. Okay,
Excellent,
good.
excellent.
All right. Awesome.
Sorry for the mistake, but that's great though. I can be corrected.
Oh my God, Bubble Bobble is at Barcade. What? No, I want to go. I
no.
want to go. I gotta go and play Bubble Bobble.
Now you get a reason to go.
I'll be that person who just
Fun
sits with
stuff.
the video game all night.
I remember
I love it.
distinctly when, what was it, Atari there had actually released their first cartridge of Pac-Man, and people had the fever.
You want to go grab the plonk?
I would be, yeah, I grab Blanc.
Thank you.
Not a big deal, certainly. And I tell you, at the time it was like this big thing, and then after a while it's just like, well, it's just Pac-Man.
I'm very impressed with Dolly's cake mix and frosting. Oh. What? Oh, Dan. Oh my gosh. I wish the Facebook people could see this. Dan says, in the spirit of old video games, does anyone have a vague memory of some sort of moon landing game played on 1970s mainframe computer? Oh, teletype interface. Do you?
The one thing that I can think of that's even within their wheelhouse was
I'm gonna have me some plonk.
circa 1968. Some folks at one of the universities made a Star Trek game, and it was all line commands and ASCII symbols and things like that. And I don't think that you had anything resembling video going on at all, but it was a computer game where you would enter commands and play Star Trek.
Eric says, you thinking of Lunar Lander?
Oh,
Maybe.
I am not qualified to name
Me
that, but
either.
maybe that's the thing.
Me
There's
either.
absolutely a site out there that should be telling you something about that. There you go.
Thank you.
This isn't really Plonk, it's just Frontera.
It's just fun too.
It does come in the convenient 1.5 liter bottle, which is actually 2 bottles worth. Isn't that great?
Oh, John says Millipede was my game. Oh, okay.
Ah, fun one.
Hi, Doug.
Mhm.
Good to see
Hello. You
you.
arrived just in time to be talking about ancient rudimentary computer games played with line commands on what, like a Fortran interface or something like that? There are only 2.
Oh, Eric recalls being obsessed with Breakout. I don't know that one.
The only 3 games I recall with
I just remember Bubble Bobble. Hi, Diane.
friends of mine who lived like.
Oh, Diane says, is that my bikini pic up there? Nancy?
Yes. Yeah, that's you. Sorry. We're not trying
Yours
to.
is much better.
We're not trying to
Yours
overexpose
is-
you or
yours
anything,
is
but
much better.
there it is. Isn't that great? Oh yeah, isn't that an excellent one? We were talking about, she wanted some desserty type things. We got some great covers, and I'm like, what do we got? And I'm like, we got this
Yeah, because it's called Sugar.
Sugar.
So
with the big hit Sugar Town, of course. So I said, yeah, let's
let's
put that up there.
Sugar Town.
There we go. Going right back to Facebook jail for singing for copyright violation, folks. Isn't that the thing? What did I think of for video games? Friends of mine had picked up an Atari system circa 1982, and I did spend some hours playing games and going blind. And the one that they had was like 3 dragons with castles. What the hell was that called?
Oh, I
Somebody
loved
out here
Asteroids.
remembers. I don't. Yeah,
I just loved Asteroids and Tail Gunner. I don't know Tail Gunner, but I loved Asteroids.
Asteroids was very popular. Yeah. So if anybody remembers that one with the dragons, it was very rudimentary animation. Of course, it was color. You know, that was a plus. You played it on your TV set. Wizardry. Was that Dungeon? Is that the one that we're talking about? I can take a look. I'd recognize the dragons. They really look like seahorses, as I recall. It's kind of funny.
I guess I played my share of Pac-Man.
Adventure? Maybe that's it. I should look this up. Wait a minute. Don't I have a device here somewhere? Yes, I do. I'll just look that up.
You mean the one that was trying to power our broadcast earlier?
Yeah, something was totally failing about this, and I don't think it was the phone. Still, we got 2 hours and 57 minutes worth of watch time out of a 21-minute video. Hey, that's pretty good. Hilarious.
You should see, or maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Some of the test broadcasts I've been doing so they can diagnose what's wrong with our camera. So they can figure out what's happening
with this thing.
I have to keep doing test YouTube live videos. And of course I make them private so no one can see them. But today I sang Staying Alive as Glendora.
I heard it.
I think you watched it, didn't you?
I did watch the replay back.
Yeah.
We were trying to see if this thing was doing something funny because when you were first testing this out, the playback would just loop 5 seconds of video.
Yeah.
Over and over again. It's just weird. What the hell is that all about? Let's see. This is totally not helping me out. Okay, we're going to go backwards here. And let's try just doing a search.
Wait.
And we'll see what's what.
PDP10. Wait, I don't want to date myself. Okay, wait. This is going to mean more to you than me. Magnetic
strip. Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't actually recognize PDB-10. I do recognize HP-55. Yeah, I've actually seen pictures of those. That was like, how much did that cost in the day? I think it was like a $500 device, maybe in 1972. Whoa. And magnetic strip, like magnetic reader.
Dan says, I think your patrons deserve those test videos. I hate to drive everyone away all at once.
Well, you know, perhaps by
Hi, Vegas AF. Good to see you.
Perhaps by request, you know, but only by request.
Oh my God. Yeah, that one was bad.
Atari.
It was also after
Galaxian
producing stuff for our film, which if I survive this month, it will be a miracle.
Let's see. This is good grief. Oh, I can play this right now? I'm not about to do that, but...
Oh, no, but if you play video games on YouTube, I think it gets you, like, millions of followers. So maybe you should just play
it. I'm going to start playing... I'm playing Adventure right now. Are we watching? Oh, hey, our viewership just went up by, like, 40,000. How about that?
Oh, my gosh.
Good
we
grief.
got 40,000 trolls now watching our show.
Now watching our
show. Awesome.
Select cartridge. Yep. Boop.
Oh, he's playing. He's playing right now.
Fry console? Oh, wow. I can't actually figure out how to start it.
That's a problem.
That would be a problem, wouldn't it?
Not the red button?
I was never very good at these things, so I can tell you.
I feel like there should be a green button.
Yeah, there should be a green button. Wait a minute. Let me see
that
here.
would make more sense.
TV. I can select my TV type.
Oh, Errol still likes Tetris.
Game select.
Tetris is fun. Oh, wait. He's playing a game right now.
I'm attempting to play a game. If I can get the actual, thing to go.
I do the word
games. If I see those dragons, then I'm done. I'm not going to play games
I wake up in the middle of the night, and I do the spelling bee, and I do Wordle. It's like what I do when I can't sleep.
The spelling bee from the New York Times, you usually get the pentagram, the full uses all the letters word in minutes.
It's not okay with me to not make genius, so I have to make genius.
She'll sit there in bed with a really tough bunch of letters. She's got Q's and Z's and V's trying to make words.
No, I got to be a genius.
More words, and it's like, oh, there's only 26 words here, and she's trying to find them all.
Oh yeah.
I help out sometimes. Sometimes I get something pretty weird, but for the most part, she nails it.
I love pinball, John. I still do. Okay, so next time you come up, we have to go to Rock Fantasy.
Yeah.
Which is a store right here in Middletown. that has a whole bunch of pinball machines. It's really, really fun. So
You would enjoy.
it is a destination for many of our friends. Oh, Dan says request for vintage for vintage vinyl style video game. Velveteen Trail. You have died of alcohol poisoning. Hi, Ryan. Good to see you. Yay.
I can't really figure out how to fire this up. Anybody who wants to go to AtariOnline.org and find this game, I think that adventure is the correct title.
Ryan
but
says,
I didn't see the dragons.
Ryan says, I'm still hung up on the lunar lander. The planetarium had a computer, 386 probably, running a moon landing simulator. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. Yeah, seriously?
Oh yeah, pinball machines. It's really fun. Rock Fantasy is amazing.
Yeah.
We got to go.
It's really just one man's obsessive collection of pinball machines and records. And paraphernalia. And if I have to describe to you what paraphernalia is.
Barcade. All right. We got to go to Barcade.
Then clearly there's an issue here. Oh, well.
With the Cave Adventure was the version on mainframe. My 1984 computer science degree is only good for obscure digital history in this millennium.
Silence.
Oh, listen, silence. See over your blog on Playtech. I don't want to jinx us, but so far no one's tried to overtake our broadcast tonight.
Yeah, it didn't take long last week for the spammers to move right in. And I don't know. Maybe we had some complaints that got heard by YouTube because I'm not singing this week, but crossing fingers.
Errol says my first career choice was Pinball Wizard. I just didn't have the crazy flipper fingers.
Well, can you play it blind and deaf? And there you go. That's all you need to know.
Ryan says it has side-scrolling view of the lunar surface, some gravity left and right thrusters, and main thrust.
Oh boy.
Wait, we don't.
Well, the actual lunar lander had approximately the same number of controls.
Barcade in Jersey City, Doug.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Actual lunar lander, all the models had about the same number of controls, a limited amount of fuel, and much lower computing power. Like my phone would smoke it.
Is Barcade a chain?
Are they? I guess. Yeah.
Barcade's a chain.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. So wait. Hold on.
What?
Speaking of crazy flipper fingers.
Yes.
Is Camp Roosevelt handy?
Not that I know of.
I'm ready to do some copyright violation.
Oh boy. I'm not 100% sure on where it is exactly.
I bet I could find it.
You want to go check? I can entertain the troops, I guess.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, pardon me.
She's had a few rounds.
It'll be worth it. I've only had.
She'll violate copyright. She's on her third. What are the other games that I remember? Like the only Atari game that I played was that adventure game, I think it was called, with the dragons, and had any capacity. Like I wasn't good at Pac-Man. I wasn't good at any of those things. In the arcades, the only one I had any facility with was Tank Battle. This was just like green outlines of machines, and you had like the tank periscope, and you were just like guiding yourself around and shooting at things. Typical one of these video games, no aliens. And then I remember college years, somebody my freshman year had a bootlegged copy of something called Impossible Mission, which was an adventure style game, and you had to flip yourself along several different levels. And I recall specifically that you had little gaps between the floors that you were jumping between, and if you missed, your guy would fall and go ah. And so there was a real negative impact there. Like you really didn't want that to happen, right? But also, since this was a bootleg copy, there wasn't like a guide, and they didn't have the unlock key, so you could never win the game. But I remember having a few rounds and actually getting much, much better as I went along. I think I stopped caring about how I was playing and actually just played intuitively. And suddenly it was okay. And if anybody remembers that was kind of fun. And I think that the theme music being used was an extremely cheesy Casio tone style version of the Peter Gunn theme. I may be remembering this totally wrong, but if anybody remembers Impossible Mission, that was kind of fun. Anyway, did not spend a lot of time in arcades because I was terrible at asteroids and all that. I was into music. I wasn't into video games. That's the thing. Didn't have the facility. Oh, well, what do you know? It's appeared as if by magic.
My favorite record in the whole collection.
It's literally the entire collection of some, I don't know, 3,000 or so records.
Camp Roosevelt, the golden years.
We're not talking David Bowie either.
If you haven't been subjected to, listened to Camp Roosevelt, you're just missing out on some of the purest entertainment I could ever recommend.
That there is or could be, you got to say.
So.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty funny. Encoded. Yeah.
Camp Roosevelt on Sackett Lake, Monticello, New York.
Not too far from us. Maybe 20 minutes.
It was a camp where...
A reducing camp.
Shall
we put that way without offending any sensibilities?
People sent their children to drop a few pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
And they decided... What year was this?
75, I believe.
In 75, they decided we needed something to sell the parents.
Camp counselors.
They made a record.
Let's make a record, huh? So they did.
And there's a version. There's a version of Pinball Wizard on here. It's everything.
It's everything you want it
I feel like I really, really need to hear it now because I'm so scared that my movie is going to be tanked because of COVID. Oh. And I just need to hear Pinball Wizard because Pinball Wizard always puts me in a better
It will make you happy.
The Camp Roosevelt version of Pinball Wizard.
Yes.
Not just any version.
Not any version specifically. So, and not the Who in particular.
Oh my
There's actually a good version of it on synth, which is, what was that called? Record called Electric Tommy, circa 1970. It's on an MCA label. And they do, it's like about 10 songs from the whole Tommy thing.
Oh, John says it is a chain.
Ah, okay. No need to
Oh, it's where Kim's video used to be. Okay.
St. Mark's.
All right. Okay.
St. Mark's is Barcade.
Okay, great.
Okay. And that's Kim's video.
Oh, Joey says, I loved Adventure on Atari. Oh my gosh. Okay. I love it. I love it.
The note that I saw, it might have been a Wikipedia note, said that was the first game that had an Easter egg. Oh, I remember actually unlocking something and finding something.
Eric says that's a movie title for you tanked because of COVID. It's not. The movie will get made. It will get made. It's just how much aggravation are we going to have to go through?
And the
answer is all of it.
My answer to that is exactly what you just said. Every single piece, every single day.
If there is a
challenge.
Spank gear and Spank machine to go through, we will go through it.
There you go. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Oi.
Reunion album for Camp Roosevelt alumni. I volunteer my recording facilities. Go find these folks. Well, they might be locals because Monticello is not far from here.
It's right there. You're not going to send your kid 2,000 miles away for a reducing camp. You're just going to send them up to the Catskills. That's what these folks did. At best, these kids are from Brooklyn.
Would they shut us down if we played Pinball Wizard?
I got to wonder if it would even be recognizable to the robots.
Let's find out.
Okay.
Let's experiment.
Let's set up, shall we?
I'm a couple of drinks in. Let's experiment. We're about to violate copyright, everyone.
The first thing I need to do is remove the current record from the turntable. Fire this baby up.
Oh, yes, Doug. Yes, this won't be our first time playing Camp Roosevelt. Doug is correct.
Of course.
Okay, now you're hearing Three's Company while he sets up the record player. I'm so blissfully happy we're going to hear Pinball Wizard.
Better get it cranked back up.
Oh my gosh.
Demonstrate to the folks that just recently we managed to get our own copy.
Oh, yes, we did pick up.
Of Johnny Aloha Lavapalooza.
Well, we did his Kickstarter.
On record. There was a Kickstarter campaign to make the record. Of course, there were long delays in producing this sucker. But it came out.
This is do it. Kelly and Paul living on the edge. We'll be in Facebook jail too.
Before long. Yes, we got a gatefold cover here. All sorts of notes inside. Yes, there's all sorts of liner notes on the sleeve, etc. And blah blah blah. And yes, it is. If I can get this back out of here. Color vinyl. So that's big fun. I love that kind of thing. Sounds really good. Like they did a nice job
Yeah,
pressing
I
this.
think we already had the album, but
and there's a poster
we've
inside
got
here.
the records, so whatever.
I don't think we had the album. I think we just managed to have like one track or so.
No, we had Gangster's Paradise.
We did actually have those.
Sure.
songs?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway.
Anyway, big fun shag cover. You know, get your own copy. You'll love it.
I know.
You'll enjoy it. This on Coverage Records. Old tracks on New Wax.
Coverage Records. I don't even know Coverage Records.
Old tracks on New Wax, it says. So yes, this is actually an older recording. Johnny Aloha is, of course, Richard Cheese, his alter ego.
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
You're not? I think he says it on
You're
the
gonna
back
get
of this
sued.
record. It's like, you know.
Facebook jail. Lisa's laughing. Maybe it'll be so
that's not common knowledge or something? I'm not possibly hipping you to the fact
Lisa,
that
I'm
Aloha
counting on it. We are going to be cellmates in Facebook jail. All right.
Among other things on the record, there is a duet with Johnny and Richard. So that's fun.
Amy, yeah, we're gonna give more respect to Ed's redeeming qualities. We're not gonna play them lacklusterly.
No, I would like to plan.
Yes, Amy did get his permission to play Ed's redeeming qualities.
With the entire catalog. We have an email that says "Go to town." Well, Ed's has a lot of fun tracks, so I think we need to curate a list and say, okay, here we go, and go from there and play some good stuff.
John says the last home video game I played was Golden Axe.
Oh,
on a Sega Genesis. Wait, Doug says this gives me an idea for a secret Ohana room crawl.
Yeah, now you're talking. Easter egg room crawl.
All right. Okay.
If you can find the room,
we're gonna play Pinball Wizard. Make it loud.
Yeah, sure. Hey, didn't that secret room crawl already happen? And wasn't it called a speakeasy?
I don't know. The Ohana escape room. Facebook is stuffy. Yeah, Facebook's weird. Although, all right, crank it up, or do we have to turn off the AC, or are we still good?
I'm sure that's not going to interfere.
All right.
Speakers have some. They're going to be directed.
All right, my favorite song right now.
I'm just going to announce pre-announce here that the entire accompaniment here is coming from an upright piano. It really sounds like.
I don't know if anyone can hear you, but he just announced that the entire accompaniment is coming from an upright piano.
So I will absolutely credit our what must have been the musical arranger and pianist.
It just makes me think of The Simpsons with Inagata-Davida.
It's got that sound to it. It does.
All right.
Okay.
Play it loud.
Play it loud. It's Schlocken and Sprout. That should be about right. Let's try it out. Here we go. A little crackly too. Adds to the effect. Standing body to modulate.
Can you even hear it? Jan says, my money is on fully robots.
Yeah. You don't say. Missed that one. I want to hear if the robots grab this one.
So good.
This pianist is working overtime and not getting paid for it. Just sing. My crown, please.
It just keeps going on.
Got all the verses, folks. Yes, you're right about that, John.
Oh, Langley School. Yes, Eric, we've heard that. Yes. Oh, God. Oh, it just makes me feel so much better. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. The Langley schools, those kids had some talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did.
That was like a serious choir. And then they
Yeah.
had like the kids' rock band, and like they rock out. That version of Fox on the Run is like,
Yes,
whoa,
that's what I was thinking.
that's like
Hi,
better than
Mike.
that's like better than Sweet.
Yeah, dinner and a show. Who knew, right?
Mhm. Hello. Well, we provide the entertainment, folks.
You know, your conductor of the choir is moving his hand everywhere. Yeah.
You know, rapidly, furiously, futilely.
Doug says this is very educational.
These children were not there for musical talent.
No, which is like, okay.
As you knew, but as you could hear. And
so
the simple fact
why
is
make a record?
Because you could sell it to the parents. And
I know,
boy,
but
that's
I feel like there are any number of things you could sell to the parents.
First aid kits, you know, I don't know. Some of your kids can make basket weaving. Singing
I
talent.
don't know, paintings.
The singing talent is one thing. I'm just listening to singing and saying your major problem is meter. There's a real problem with getting these kids to land on the same note at the same beat at the same time. Big trouble with that. I bet they had trouble like clapping off beat too. Oh boy. So this is the Midvale School for the Gifted. This is the astonishment that we found where exactly? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, did we find that at Jerry's?
No, this might have been Port Chester.
I think you're right. The Salvation Army in Port Chester, New York.
Yeah.
When we still lived in New Rochelle.
It was actually really easy to get to, and we just we were intrepid. We went on an adventure. We saw this record. And she's like, "Okay, what's this all about?" Boy, were we rewarded for that dollar spend that day.
Oh,
wow.
Should we play Age of Aquarius?
We could. Does the audience demand more selections from the Midvale School for the
Age of Aquarius?
Something like that.
I'm trying to be funny.
Shall we give you some more selections from Camp Roosevelt? Just ask.
Yes.
I mean, I don't have to. I could just let it ride.
Christmas album collectors roll hats. The school and camp rights. Yes. The school. Yeah, we see a lot of those actually.
We have a few. We actually have a.
John says I actually lost 1.5 pounds listening to that.
oh, the sweat.
Oh, Mike's prepping dinner.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh,
you're just right, like
we're gonna.
It's like cartoon wise. You've got your finger in your collar going. Whoa.
I'm going to stimulate your appetite with a little more Camp Roosevelt.
Only if the audience demands it. I'm not going to play anymore unless you want it.
I demand it.
I'm waiting for the audience because, hey, we're not here to just speak
Ms.
to the wind.
Velveteen so demands.
Oh, we can do it. What do you think, folks? Shall we play some more Roosevelt? You know they entertained you so far.
Ms. Velveteen so demands.
Might be the most astonishing thing that we have heard on a record so far. But then there are other hits.
Pinball Wizard really is, but...
And I think it's just the chord changes lend themselves so well to upright piano.
Well, it's just so insistent.
It is like that. I remember Moto was here earlier. He was
Julie says more. Julie says more.
Got to vote for more. I remember Mike actually remarking that piano player was really earning the keep that day. I'm like, yeah, geez. One person band.
It's like the church organist in The Simpsons.
I'm
going to
wager it was a gal because that would have been very stereotypical in the day that your music director was a lady.
We didn't have a drink, Lisa says.
Yeah, you do. You want to grab that drink fast because I'll go flip this sucker and give you something else.
Dan says, as Ms. Velveteen says, so it shall be done. Amen.
Or as who was that? Who was the guy who used to do this in 60s shows? That thing. So let's see.
I don't know.
I can't do that pop thing with the mouth. So anyway, that was side one, as a matter of fact. They do a
13-year-old sings Heaven and Hell.
They do a version of Ghetto Child on here. I believe that's Curtis Mayfield.
Kids, wait. Errol, I'm just reading your post. Kids wasting daddy's money. You thought, wow, wish my kids had wasted my money like that. I got to check that out.
Perfect. Okay.
All right.
Let's find the track.
What's taking so long? Mike says, amen.
Yeah.
What's taking so long? All right.
Who's demanding this? Who?
Mike.
Michael.
Mike Shot.
Oh, okay. Michael will be with you momentarily. Thank you very much. How's your horses, man? I'm trying my best.
Ooh. John says, back to home video games. I saw a game called Cuphead that might get me back to the hobby. It looks like a Max Fleischer cartoon. Ooh, that sounds like fun.
That sounds like fun.
All right. I can live with that.
6. There's the one. Anyway, this is analog media. I have to figure out where the groove is. Got it? Here we go.
Eric says, my feel-good performance lately is the Great British Ukulele Orchestra playing that funky music, White Boy.
Oh, boy.
Hi, the Junking Data Girl. Good to see you. Glad you're here.
Very glad you're here.
All right.
I may be able to match you on that, by the way.
All right, what do we...
They won't run into this one. No long intros here. Hey, why waste time? A certain lack of breath support. All you singers would understand that.
Oh, dear God.
Some of them really try to hit that note. They don't quite achieve those heights, wuthering or otherwise. Interestingly enough, this group is more on the meter than that last one. Maybe this is like the gray team, not the blue team. Love.
Where are these kids today? Lisa, right?
Yeah,
Where are
let
these
that
kids
sunshine
today?
Well, Dan was asking the same. Okay, so excellent reference to the fifth dimension. This is simply titled Aquarius, but clearly it's the medley as played by 5D, the big hit. That's what they're aping here. They're trying their best. It's kind of hard for a group of children who are not there for musical talent to actually have the same kind of quality as 5 seasoned studio players, which was the fifth dimension.
But
they try. They try.
Heart out.
Seriously, you want to talk outsider music?
Oh,
I think this is kind of making it happen.
It just goes on, doesn't it?
The outro on the original cast album takes its time. It's a very long outro.
But they earned it.
Yes, for me on Broadway.
Camp Roosevelt didn't exactly earn it, but...
The simple fact is that Camp Roosevelt, the kids at Camp Roosevelt weren't trying to earn it. They were trying to lose it.
Moto Mike is a Pavarotti compared to this. Julie says, groovy. I love it.
One wishes he was still watching.
This
Boy,
is my,
I'll let him know what he missed.
When I feel depressed, I have to put this album on because this is so hilarious.
There were many versions of
the whole I like to teach the world to sing thing back then.
Exactly. Maybe you should stop with certain
Don't
parties.
teach the world to sing.
Maybe some people's talent lies elsewhere, like accounting. I'm just saying. Somebody's got to do it.
Stories while they're pushing forward.
Somebody was pushing something. It's astonishing, these two tunes. And who was actually talking about? Errol also about Fifth Dimension. Yeah, that's great. It was a huge hit, and it's on their greatest, etc. It's also on the Aquarius album. Let me tell you something. Find that if you don't have a copy of that album, find that up on YouTube. Somebody's got to have posted the entire thing. Just search for like Fifth Dimension Aquarius full album, and you got to hear them doing "Sunshine of Your Love." That. Oh wow. Yeah, that. That's all I got to say about that. Boy, incredible. So.
They're dressed as turkeys singing "Eat Us." Oh, man.
Slightly sadistic. That's a little fun at the expense of Roosevelt. But, these kids did their best, and parents bought the record.
We didn't play Consider Yourself. I'm just saying.
Well,
we're not going to either.
Special lyrics.
Yeah, we're not going to.
That's probably recognizable, and that would get us a copyright strike. I'm not entirely sure that the fembots over here have been able to figure out Aquarius from what we just played.
Fembots?
I'm making a reference to the $6 Million Man.
Oh,
anyway.
Okay. I was like, fem. Wait, what?
No.
What?
It was a specific thing.
No, because I'm thinking we can't play Consider Yourself because...
Special lyrics.
Because of body shaming.
Yes, we're not about to do that.
But they do have a version of Consider Yourself from Oliver, but they changed the lyrics to Consider Yourself obese if you're at least 30 pounds overweight. I'm not making it up.
At the
I'm
time...
not making it up. We're not going to play it. We're not going to play it.
We're not playing it.
We're not going to play it.
If you see us in private in this very location.
Oh, Eric remembers the fembots.
Yep. There you go. Oh, yeah. They were pretty freaky. It was like Westworld meets this TV show.
Oh, Errol gets
She's
it.
A TV show.
Yes, Errol. Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Music takes me right back.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, that's excellent. I was actually buying lumber the other day. Now, that's a dependent clause. You don't hear too much these days. But I had to buy some stuff for the set. And I found some really nice 1x3s. That's as exciting as that gets, folks. But what was playing at the big box store? They had a version of, it wasn't Sweet Blindness. It was Stone Cell Picnic. And I'm used to hearing Laura Nero, frankly. And then I'm like, wait a minute, it's 5D. Great. Oh, yeah, man. You can just listen to those folks all day long. They have an entire album of Jimmy Webb music that is well worth your time, I declare.
From the Jimmy Webb Telescope.
From the Jimmy Webb Telescope, yeah. No, but Jimmy was absolutely flying high around 68, 69. And, well, that sounds like a reference to recreational substances. He was doing that too, but he was also making a lot of music and a lot of hits for Glenn Campbell.
Oh, yeah. Kate Bush is having a moment again. Good for her. Good for her.
She got featured on a show, and that kicked her catalog back up. I'm like, hey, all right, sure.
Good for her.
We've been seeing a fair amount of Kate Bush on these DJs.
Yeah.
Do the videos on Saturday.
Yeah, good for her.
Up on Twitch. So, we watch that with the folks and have some fun, pass some commentary back and forth. And with DJ Jimmy from, he's like Nashville, I believe.
Yes.
Has been playing a lot more unusual stuff these days. He must have picked up some good video packages. So that's the kicker right there. And what else can I say? 5D. There's also, of course, the related group, the Friends of Distinction. They're big hits. Wow. Yeah.
Oh, John says definitely got to play some Fifth Dimension at the next game day.
All right. I haven't had the Aquarius album, and so does Joe. One of us will play it. That whole album's just great. But you'd really just Sunshine, man, bang, that sells it. Oh, that's so good. There is no bad version of that song, in my opinion. And do you still say that? I still say that. Is there a bad version of Sunshine that you're thinking of? It's not on this record.
No, okay.
We could figure it out. There's a good version by the Rotary Connection, another soul vocal group out there. They're fun. If you don't know them.
Have you heard of Happy Roads?
Huh.
I haven't, but...
Didn't we hear of Dusty Roads? Different roads.
Dusty Towns.
Dusty Towns.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
John, the Kate Bush revival. I know. I'm just happy people are making money.
I'm happy people are making music.
Exactly.
I've heard like a lot of examples of people monkeying around with 70s synths. There was that group that made something that was just like 100% glam rock, like edition 1. I was like, wow, that's really cool. A lot of fun.
Really?
Those great analog synth sounds. I like that a lot. And have heard like all sorts of like, for lack of a better term, sort of like a very generalized roots music. And we're talking not only roots like Johnny Cash, that sort of thing, a little folk, a little country, a little rock, but roots like just like old synthesizer sounds, old soul sounds, old R&B. And at this point, like, that even that 70s R&B jazz thing, the funk jazz thing is 50 years old. And some of that stuff is great, Anything on the CTI label from the early 70s, check it out. It was a real specialty label. He recorded a lot of great stuff and some really good artists. It was a real artist label. And a lot of stuff was recorded at that, whose studio was that? In Englewood Cliffs? No. What am I thinking of?
New Jersey?
New Jersey, right over the bridge.
I don't know.
Damn, out of my mind right now. But yeah, Dan would know because he's been collecting these records.
Oh, Eric, I
don't
love Don't Give Up.
Oh, yeah, please.
Yeah, Earl says it's 60s and 70s, a limit for those who did not experience that era. It's so funny because the things I think about from that era, I mean, I was a kid, but
We were young.
yeah, so I didn't have any discernment. But the things that I think about are not the things that anyone talks about now. So it's like when they do nostalgia, they don't do nostalgia for the things I think about, like variety shows or things being painted like pink and orange,
Avocado kitchen appliances. You have nostalgia.
Or little puffy stickers. Like,
oh yeah,
do they still do that?
Troll
like,
dolls.
I don't see that in stores, and I think I remember puffy stickers. And I did see someone walking on the street recently wearing saddleback jeans, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so 70s."
Dittos. ID bracelets with your name on it, like etched in, that kind of thing.
Yeah. But no one talks about that
rocks.
stuff. Like, yeah, exactly.
Nobody talks about the pet rock. I know the fad was in and gone in no time. Mood rings, boom, here you go. Things that you remember. Some of it was incredible schlock.
I have a mood ring that was my grandmother's.
It still works.
Flower power stickers. Yes, Julie. Yep. Yes.
Hilarious.
Yes.
Only the finest.
Exactly.
Musically, geez, it was all AM radio for us for a while. Like the biggest thrill was when we answered a trivia question correctly on the radio on the AM station and won a copy of ABBA's The Album. We still have this.
Buffy St. Marie. Eric's talking about.
Oh,
I never heard of Buffy St. Marie until Paul.
Yeah, you probably didn't want to. Buffy is she's a real acquired taste, I gotta say. And
although Paul likes
all due respect to her as an artist, and I gotta say she did compose Codine, which is a really chilling song. Although like the version that really kills is still Quicksilver. Yeah, that one really freaky. But as a singer, real acquired taste. And frankly, I'm not a really huge Joan Baez fan either. Same kind of reason.
Yeah, Dan, exactly.
There's other folkies I'm okay with. Heard a guy on the radio the other day named Bert Jansch, or Jansch. I think he was English, actually. Very English folky. DJ was playing a lot of stuff like that. Some of those singers are pretty upper register shrill.
Yeah, dancing.
And some of them have a lot of guts. So.
It wasn't until I could buy albums that I found my stuff. Exactly.
Yeah. The outside of bubblegum pop, which is of course awesome and inspired the entire genre of punk rock,
the vibrato can be trying. I think that's it for me. The vibrato. I'm just like, oh,
heavy like modulation over here. It's a little.
Keep on trucking bumper stickers. Yes, you guys get it. You get it. There were so many things that, like, when you
can't see my foot in that.
When you see nostalgia in movies and TV now, it's not the stuff I remember.
They're missing some significant things. Wacky packages. That's all I got to say. 1974. That was it, man. Wacky packages. Fun stuff. And one of the original artists on that line.
Oh, we heard the Isley Brothers on the radio like the other day.
We did, and I forget what they were playing, but it wasn't
good. Love the One You're With, but now we list great covers.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
the big eye painting. She just died. Margaret King.
Margaret King.
Pardon me.
Oh, yeah. Got to whip something out on
She
us.
just passed away the other day.
Oh, got to. The Love the One You're With is excellent. Summer Breeze. Talk to your brother about that. We saw them do that live. When we saw them do that live, the opening act was Sharon Jones and the Dap
Oh
Kings.
my God.
Good grief. Why wasn't I recording that? But I did record the Isley Brothers. And you know something?
Keep on trucking.
He was interested to hear this and that. I'm like, I could hear like a couple of great hits. I definitely want to hear That Lady. They played it. But I said, they could play nothing else but Summer Breeze and Monday Night would be perfect. And they did. Oh,
Well, and the whole keep on trucking thing is making
Yep.
me think of vans. And I don't mean the sneakers.
you're talking about Chevy
I mean,
vans,
People buying vans.
Ford vans,
And like covering the walls.
GMC vans.
With
Yeah.
shag carpet.
The walls and the
Because
floor.
that was a thing.
Carpet on the floor where it belongs, carpet on the walls.
You kids watching, that was a thing.
4 speakers
It was
in the
like
corners.
it was like
you need.
Barbarella's pod.
Well, you need to have like 8-track player with like 4 speakers, simulated quad.
Yes.
That
Kate
ever-
Bush, yeah, I'm
Mhm.
happy Kate Bush is getting a resurgence.
Hey, Needs her
I'm
due.
happy for her.
Needs her due.
Oh, Devo Satisfaction. I love
Devo.
it. Oh, the
There you
great
go.
covers. Okay, all right, great covers. You asked for it. I love a cover.
Percy Faith and his orchestra, Superfly. Bang. Oh, shush. So I messed up. Shut up.
That's Eddie Murphy, if you
It
don't
is.
recognize it.
It's a reference. Get it. Get it. Putting a little more line bitters in there. There we
All
go.
right.
Boom,
I
boom,
was
boom, boom.
thinking of the theme from Shaft, but
From,
was it Holly Ridge Springs?
you take your pick. We basically have about 6 versions of that, all of them quadraphonic. It's Percy Faith or Enoch Light is an excellent
Oh,
one.
Dan says Devo
Jeez.
Satisfaction is the greatest cover ever. So, John, you're on Facebook
Got
and
it.
Dan is on YouTube. But
There you go.
guys are
You guys got to get it
simpatico.
together. That's pretty killer.
Oh, Vans. Yes, exactly. Where's Lance? Exactly.
There's also an excellent cover of Satisfaction by the.
Lance is here. Oh my God.
What, Lance is there?
I love me a
I
70s
think
band.
you summed him up, Doug. Here he is. Here's the man.
No.
Great cover of Satisfaction. How about the 13th floor elevators?
Oh yeah, the
Whoa.
shag carpet walls.
Live
and
in
floors.
I think Houston in 1966. Wow, that
Good
thing's on
times,
fire.
Good times.
Yo,
I
crazy
love
stuff.
those.
A little more gin, please.
Hilarious.
we're just enjoying a few things. I got the dregs of a bottle of tonic, so I'm going to put in
Enjoying some drags.
just a little bit, just a touch of
Those
the
are some-
gin.
Fancy drags.
These are not dregs. This is a full bottle.
No, I'm just saying that
Oh, in there.
if you're calling it drags, that's the good stuff.
Yeah, actually, this is pretty good dregs. Yeah, not exactly the dregs.
All right, okay,
bar to
covers.
Hana.
Hold on, I'm thinking of covers.
I'm thinking about it.
Thinking of my favorite covers.
Stir, stir, stir. What is a great cover? I had a whole collection of great covers that I thought were pretty killer. Midnight Hour, you know that very well by the Wicked Picket, but how about not the Isley Brothers, Chambers Brothers? Yeah, check that out.
Oh my gosh,
yeah, that smokes.
so many people are posting. I
Mhm.
can't even keep up. All right.
There we go.
Oh, John says my ongoing Spotify covers
Please.
playlist. Oh my gosh. Okay.
John, check
all right,
out
all right,
John. Check out the Chambers Brothers doing Midnight Hour. Whoa, yeah.
All right.
Well, there
My-
you go.
Now that I'm on the spot.
Eric's talking lie back. Well, you have an entire cover of Let It Be, the album. Have some fun with that. There's some good stuff on that, as I recall. Good version of Across the Universe.
I love that song.
Which one?
Let It Be.
Oh, you do?
I
Okay.
do.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You see, I'm surprised because normally you don't have like great sympathy for the Beatles, but some of the songs actually.
No, I love
click it.
I love Let It Be.
Oh, you do. Okay.
I do.
I've actually been kind of mainlining a lot of Neil Diamond recently and realizing that like some of his 60s hits, I'm like,
Mr. Neil
Oh.
Leslie Diamond.
I have not yet found a really bad version of Holly Holy. It's overplayed. It's a huge hit. Blah, 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 blah.
Did you just say Howly Holy?
No, I said Holly Holy. It's the name of the song. And it's actually, you know what? That's like,
All right.
it's like it was like written for Elvis or something. It's that kind of good. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'll save that on the air.
Covers.
Beat Goes On, I've never heard a bad version of.
No.
Good version of that by Buddy Rich live. He's got some kid singing. I think she's 12 or 13. Might have been his kid. I'd have to look that up. But like he's got a kid singer and his band is just smoking on that. Really, really good version of Beat Goes On. Beat Goes On, good version, cover version by the Vanilla Fudge. Vanilla Fudge, well known for one song, which was a cover. Check out their version of Ticket to Ride. I'll call that a great cover. Great cover versions.
I'm just going to say it. I think we heard my favorite cover this evening.
Yeah, you probably did.
Pinball Wizard by the kids from Camp Roosevelt.
Jimi Hendrix Experience, well-known cover of Wild Thing live at the Monterey Festival. Same set. Check out their version of Like a Rolling Stone. And check out the guitar work. It might sound a little familiar if you know the career of Mr. Hendrix. There you go.
Oh.
Oh,
going down.
Different song.
Oh,
different song. Sorry.
Never mind. Different song.
There's a cover of the entire Who Sell Out album. I'm spacing the artist right now. It's all vocal. Yeah, it's like a cappella. That's kind of fun. Speaking of Lance, I heard today something that was totally van-worthy. It was like a mashup of Slow Ride with something else. What the hell was it mashed up with? It was like Slow Ride / Uncontrollable Urge. It was like pretty.
Wow.
It was pretty freaky. It just like went on from one phrase to the other, and it was all Foghat. We got to get you an 8-player for the Chevy van there because I think that's the appropriate thing to do, don't you? We'll get you some software.
Have an 8-player already.
I don't know. Do you? I thought you had like just a streamer in there so you can play stuff. You had a record player, and that was really cool.
What are my? I love a cover, and I can't think of any right now.
Just
except
relax.
Pinball Wizard.
Relax for a second. You've had the ultimate cover, but I can think of a bunch, and the stuff that I put on the collection I did is not coming to mind immediately. But let's think for a second. What is a great cover? I'm thinking of good covers of Bob Dylan songs.
Nancy Sinatra does a lot of covers.
Great version of Lies, Knickerbocker song. Very well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what am I thinking of? Not Lies. Crap. I gotta look it up.
Good version of As Tears Go By Nancy Sinatra.
That's not what I'm thinking of.
Good version of As Tears Go By Marianne Faithfull. Trying to think of great version of Route 66 by the Stones. Oh man, yeah, live.
Oh yeah, Nancy does have a good version of Route 66.
Good version
of. Thinking.
Good version of California Dreamin' from Nancy and Hello LA Bye Bye Birmingham. Great version by Nancy. Yeah, really good.
How about what?
There's actually a decent cover of that by Blue Cheer. Later version of Blue Cheer. Blue Cheer Satisfaction from their second album. That's pretty ripping, and apparently that was in their stage set at the time. If you heard it, you'd be deaf.
Maybe I'm thinking of Get Ready, Because Here I Come.
Get Ready, good version of that by Rare Earth.
No, but Nancy does a good version of that.
We heard her do that live.
Live, yeah.
It's actually off of her Nancy in London album from the period.
No, but what am I thinking?
But we did hear her do that live with her band at the time, which was pretty rocking. Pretty great stuff.
She does do a good version of California Dreamin'.
And a good version of California Man by The Move.
Yeah.
Great cover.
And also Hotel California.
She does a version of Hotel California.
I have to say, if you're going to listen to Hotel California,
might as well
you could
listen
do
to
worse
Nancy.
than Nancy's version.
That's that album. Yeah, definitely. What was I just thinking of? That's a fantastic cover.
Oh, how about the covers from the movie version of Tommy? John says. Oh, well, okay. Lance has the tapes.
You got the tapes.
I love it.
That's good. You got to fix them all, of course, but that's the thing. Oh, Jeff Beck. How about Jeff Beck Group doing Shapes of Things?
Oh, Steely Dan Asia covered by the Clams. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so true. Along the Watchtower was absolutely a cover. It had already been released by Bob Dylan. So he just found an existing song.
Oh, a great version of Route 66 by the Cramps. Yes.
Oh, sure.
The Suffragettes cover of the Beatles, She Loves You. Yes. She Loves You. Yeah.
The Suffragettes cover of I Had Too Much to Dream Last Night, as played at the Asbury Park Surf Music Fest which is currently my highest rated music video on the Captain Quad channel up on YouTube.
That's true.
Most of my videos get something like 45 views. This one has, at last count, 16,400. I guess people like to see 4 chicks playing covers because that's the thing. And I'm not trying to put anybody down, but that's what people want to see.
Not chicks.
Yeah. No. 4 ladies.
They work very hard.
4 ladies playing hard. They did play hard.
They're trying to get respect for this.
They played a couple of hard sets that day. And yeah, it's a good cover. I was really happy to grab that.
Minutemen, Dr.
Wu.
No Means No, Tired of Death. I love it. I love it. These are all
is
good.
that Four to Death? You're thinking of the cover of the Dead Kennedys? Faith No More, Lynch the Landlord.
Ooh.
Very different arrangement. Absolutely amazing. Very cool. Yeah, great. With accordion. You can't believe this thing. So good. Too Drunk to Surf by the Men in Gray Suits.
Well, basically any cover by Johnny Aloha, a.k.a. Richard Cheese.
Oh, you named him too. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gangster's Paradise, kind of great stuff. Thong Song.
Thong Song. Thong Song is good.
That's just like a living mashup right there. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, and we were just name checking the record. You can get your own copy of that. It's available streaming. You can get a CD if you want.
I don't
What
even
is
know.
that?
We did the Kickstarter, so I don't even know if you can buy it. Probably you can.
You know, you should be able to. If you can't, well.
Oh yeah, Tom Jones. Yeah. Tom Jones has a great cover of Burning Down the House with someone else.
With somebody else. He had a whole duets album where
Female
he actually did do that. And I forget the gal he sings that with, but she does have a very
Richard
cool
Cheese
voice.
covers SpongeBob.
There you go. SpongeBob.
Oh, so good.
Tom Jones' Fever Zone album, Everybody Here Should Own. LP, 8-track,
Hi,
otherwise,
Jennifer.
whatever.
Good to see you.
Hey, talking heads. Now you're talking.
And Jeanette, hello. Good to see you too.
So Dean, Walk Don't Run by the Ventures.
Dean, hello.
Yep, Johnny Smith's song, Walk Don't Run by the Ventures, covered by the Ventures, and called it Walk Don't Run 64. Now that's a big trick. You covered your own song and had another hit with it. Pretty good stuff. Covered myself.
Unbanned as Billy Square. Everybody wants some. Okay. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Now you're talking. There's a man who likes his covers. Devo.
Another vote for Devo Satisfaction.
I have a big vote in for Devo's Secret Ancient Man, particularly the video that they made, because the version is different from the record, and it's like, whoa, this is just savage, just amazing. But the album that's on Duty Now for the Future, still great, still fantastic.
Oh, everything William Shatner. Is anyone else watching the William Shatner Unexplained show on Netflix?
Don't kid yourself. It's just In Search Of with Shat.
It's In Search Of.
It's total schlock, and he plays it so well. Is very
really,
highly
really
entertaining.
does.
I'm trying to think of the Tom Jones that on the Fever Zone where I'm like, holy, wow, that's amazing. Maybe I just need to get the record. Whole record's amazing.
Paul left. He's looking for some covers, I guess. Oh, does the Martin Denny Go-Go album have any?
Well, it's all versions.
I just filed that back today. He found something. Probably nothing we can play, but definitely nothing we can play. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I can't play any Tom Jones. I will get taken off the air. Let's see. But you could play this easily because this is one of the best-selling albums ever.
Errol says, we burnt down a house on my dad's farm. What?
You can do that?
Now ours.
Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Basically, the entire second side of this just kicks. Wow.
All right.
But you keep me hanging on.
List it off.
Hold on, I'm coming. I Was Made to Love Her. Keep on Running. That's a Spencer Davis song. Get Ready. That's what I'm thinking of. That version of Get Ready. Fever Zone. Whoa, this is incredible.
Husker Du. Shatner does Nimoy. Yes,
yep.
Shatner does do Nimoy on The Unexplained.
That's a good cover of Love Is All Around. Yeah. You don't really see too many covers of that. I mean, you've got the version that's on the show by the composer. Apparently, at the time, he was asked, like, oh, like, we could get, like, somebody big to sing that, like Andy Williams. He's like, no, I'm going to sing it. So he did. Name the composer, get a prize.
Oh, boy.
There we go.
Promising all these prizes.
So far, I've only promised one. Anyway.
I think I promised one, too.
You know, Shatter gets all these props for making one album, right? Meanwhile, Nimoy makes 6 albums. Where's the calculus for Nimoy?
Oh, anything Van Halen covered while Diamond Dave was
Diamond
man.
Yeah, well, that's a bunch of stuff. Like starting with You Really Got Me and ending with what? Oh, Pretty Woman. You had a big hit video with that, as I recall. 1981. Dive Her Down.
Earl says the house was near the road, and you could tell people would wander through it, worried people would get hurt and sue him. So he burned it down.
Oh
man, I grew up in that house. Bittersweet to see it go.
You know, if you're trying to prevent injury in lawsuits, then I guess maybe there was
more
a better
to life
way.
than injury and lawsuits.
There really is too.
You know,
the things you got to do.
I'd like to think
there's things
more to life
got to
injury
do.
And lawsuits. Oh yes, River City Handsome Facebook is a lot better.
Well, I got to tell you, if you watch the,
it's a lot.
If you watch the
better.
first version of the YouTube broadcast this night from my phone, that was atrocious. Here, the lighting is just funky because the angle is weird and it's not lit for this.
Not good. It's not good.
It's lit for this camera over here that we usually broadcast from. We're trying to bug that out, and we're not getting a tremendous amount of help. We're getting enough help from our provider.
We're trying to hear from...
I'll be honest, they've really been corresponding a lot with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Our camera suddenly does not work on YouTube at all. So we're just trying to, figure it out. But in the meantime, I just have horrible lighting on YouTube and a not flattering angle. So
there's talking about your Trek related things. There is, I believe, a Swedish group called SPOCK that does Star Trek themed songs, usually a little not safe for work. So if you're interested in such things, check them out. It says
very odd video, pretty woman complete with midgets.
Yes. Yeah, like this.
I haven't seen that.
This limo with like cross-dressing going on. It's like, okay, this is kind of weird. It's like the rear cover of Hotter Than Hell, Kiss, which has like some weird SM thing going on. Well,
SM.
Love it.
S&M.
Yep.
I know you're just thinking of the producers, but S&M.
I was in fact thinking of the producers, but yes.
SM.
I don't have to actually spell out for this group what these things mean, and I would get thrown off of Facebook. The simple fact is, I don't need to educate you people on what these things are.
Kalaka boy, hello.
Yeah. Well,
natural chewy gummy bears.
If by natural you mean what I think you mean, then you don't need a drink. So there you go.
Yeah, I wish I had some natural chewy gummy bears right now.
Gonna hurt. Helps you sleep,
Yeah.
Speaking of which, oh wow.
Uh-oh.
Well, it was good. I even had the bonus bit, but it's gone.
Back.
The Plonk is right here. It's not a Plonk. It's just a bottle of Frontera. Oh, there you go.
Wait. You're just posted snot and mucus.
Okay.
I don't know what that's in reference to. Where's your glass?
I don't have a glass.
Do you want a glass?
I might go for something else. I'm okay with the wine, but I had a little before.
Well, I'll have a little more wine. All right,
I had a little more fluid here, so I'm glad with it.
That's plenty.
Kind of looks like a Cuba Libre. It's not, but I've got the lime flavor in there.
S&M. Oh, okay. It's a snot and mucus. S&M. All right. You had to explain that one to me.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm out of it.
Jameson, hello.
Boom,
much
boom.
better. Yes, I know who you are. Yes. All right.
English Beat Cheers of a Clown.
Beat Cheers of a Clown. Yes.
I believe their first single. Great
All right, yeah,
great
I'm
version.
glad you're on Facebook.
Excellent,
Jameson,
excellent cover.
Much better. Much better. So yeah, no, our whole story is our live video camera, which allows us to go live to all of our platforms.
Multiple platforms.
Decided to choke and die on YouTube. So we're in discussions with tech support.
Bugging it out brick by brick.
They said it might take a few days.
Well, it's been a few days. I guess it's going to take a few more days.
No, it's been one day. It's been one day.
It's only been one? Okay, good.
You two had drinks for sure.
Had a few things. Still standing, though. And that is to be remarked on. Let's see. Oh, the LD. We actually did crack this. You know, for a 5-year rum, this is kind of nice. Like I could literally pour myself an ounce of this and be pretty happy. Figure out what else to put in it. Maybe we'll build something as we go.
Kind of filled the glass. I'm just saying.
It's a short glass, but it could hold other things, you know. Let's see.
I know it's the difference between Facebook and YouTube is crazy.
Yeah.
Paul's like half cut off on YouTube.
Hey, I'm here. You can see me mostly.
We can see half of you.
Big fun. Oh, we're playing audio apparently. Let's see what else might go in this. This has a nice rounded flavor.
Hi,
just a
John.
little molasses flavor. Hey, glad to see you. Great conversation. Now we're going to find some Cy Sperling Trio. Just saying. The classics will never die. What else might go in this? A little bit of lime. That's not a bad idea. I'm going to make that.
Are you going to make anything of consequence?
We'll find out.
Should I be taking this down?
I don't know about that. But if it's good, I'll remember it.
All right. Counting on it.
Let's see here. About the same amount. See what we've got there.
Doesn't look like anything other than a million other things we've made thus far.
Well, that's not to put it down, though.
No. I'm just saying. I don't think it needs to be remarked upon.
Maybe it's just a little thing after hours.
There you go.
After all.
Bill drinks better. Oh, night, John.
Bill drinks indeed.
Oh, boy. Oh, Lisa says good night, too.
Hey.
Oh.
Thank you.
Love
I
it.
appreciate it. As we've been on the air now for 2.5 hours.
I know.
Still going
Crazy.
strong. I guess something's going on, right? Where is... I'm going to try these. The almond bitters. Yeah. I've been using those, what are the cherry bark bitters, actually, quite a bit tonight.
I used
They're
those.
good.
They were good.
They're very good.
Yep.
I'm trying just a little bit of the rum, and I had used the toast almond bitters.
Eric says, I only had one pre-birth flashback. Oh, my God. At least the internet is working. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, wow. Well,
oh, no, Ryan. Last Friday. It sounds like nothing was working in Canada. Oh, God.
you just can't count on any of this stuff, fellas. And if your cell phone towers is
Oh,
down,
Lisa's
boom.
asking about the cherry court. Okay,
Oh, that's
so
strawberry.
yes, American fruits, which I think is very local to us. You're on YouTube.
Yep.
It's I'm trying to
Balance this properly.
make
There
it.
you go.
Oh yeah, American fruits.
Yeah. Sour cherry cordial. This stuff.
If you can
is
get
wow.
it, highly recommend.
I don't think that their distribution is vast, but they will ship to certain states. Depends on your state. So that can be tough. And depending on certain parts of the country.
VLK After Hours starts now.
Yeah. Boom.
I need the sticky spray.
Sticky spray. The unsticky spray is what you're talking about. Yeah. Boom.
Man, I feel like I want to move over to the sofa if we're going to start After Hours.
Might not just need to start a new broadcast, you know?
Man.
We're just here for a little entertainment on a Wednesday, folks.
We need to do like Jason Smith and have like the After Hours.
After our secret surfing spot hang.
He does. I forget what he calls it, but yeah.
Well, you know, if you've hung out this long and you've got a little more in you, I could have a little more in me.
Ooh, Mike's asking, what is the oddest beverage ingredient you've used? I'm
trying to think of
Man, you stumped us, Mike.
what I've used versus what I've had. Well, we've used some pretty strident and extreme stuff in various stripes. Like when we get into the Amari category, we have used some stuff that is very bitter, like well beyond Chinar bitter.
I know what I'm going to say. Satan sauce.
Oh, Satan sauce. Yeah,
Lori's, our YouTube friend, makes
viewer,
a hot sauce called Satan sauce, and we've used that. I'm going to have to go with Satan sauce.
She has her Larissa's Kitchen cooking channel. Check them out. A lot of great stuff. She takes requests if you have something in food that you're interested for her to make that you haven't seen on air in a long time. Definitely a good idea. But she made, it was like what, habanero peppers? She just infused a bunch of these things and extracted some heat. And wow, this stuff is like
egg white,
heat.
Clam juice. We've used them both, Ryan. We've used them both.
Certainly. Yeah, egg white is a frequent ingredient in classic cocktails because it makes a nice foam. We've also discovered from sources that if you want to get a similar foam without the egg white, take a can of chickpeas, drain it. The juice from the chickpeas will foam up exactly the same way. It even has a name. You can take this, whip it up. It will hold its shape and bake it as meringues. And it is like a 1-to-1 substitute. Crazy.
I'm gonna say Satan
but it works
sauce
in cocktails.
and
it doesn't really
hot
add
sauce in
any
general.
flavor. Yep. I would say clam juice we used in the clamini, what did we use it when the clams played? We actually made a martini style cocktail with the clam juice. And
which sounds horrible, but it was really good. Actually.
Paul the drummer was actually very happy with. So I gotta say, you use some usual ingredients and away you go. I will eat raw shellfish. It may not be recommended. I don't recommend that you do it unless you're intrepid.
Well, it's just funny to me that you were all upset that I was going to lick the beater on Dolly Parton's cupcakes today. That sounds all kinds of wrong.
I wasn't.
You're like, you can't do that. It's bad. But like, you would just go ahead and use eggs and
not a problem.
Anyway,
if I eat eggs south of the border, I will definitely eat them here. You get that in, say, a Caesar dressing made properly. In terms of the beater,
it's really good, Mike. The Satan sauce.
Oh no, it's
Larissa's Kitchen. Look for Larissa's Kitchen on YouTube.
I think you kind of have to be friends with her for her to get you a bottle of it. It's a little sort of
but she's on YouTube, so
But you
she
can
has
find her
a
on
great
there.
channel.
You can find her on there, like check out some videos, mention Satan sauce. She'll get a kick out of that. I was kidding you about the batter, by the way. We always like the beaters. Come on, what are you supposed to do with those?
No, I like the beaters.
Yeah, jeez. Is it going to kill you? No, it's not going to kill you. Please.
It's still here.
Still here. Still walking around. It's just raw eggs.
It's just raw eggs. Just raw eggs.
I think the real problem with that is how long have they been sitting around?
For those of you just joining us, I made the Dolly Parton cupcakes.
Boy, there's a good.
Today. Yeah. Using the Dolly Parton cake mix.
Using the Dolly Parton Southern Style Coconut Cake Mix.
And the Dolly Parton frosting.
That was showing up perfectly up on YouTube.
And the Dolly Parton frosting.
But these should be available at your local store. You might have to ask around. You might
you might
have to dig a little hard to get this sort of thing. There's a couple of these. There's this guy in the banana one.
Lori's.
This one was actually a lot of fun.
I
got to say that the flavor balance on that, well done. Very nice. Yeah, Larissa's been making videos for, at least 5 years, and I'm probably underestimating by now. She has to have hundreds of episodes by now, and she will try
she's amazing.
All sorts of fun food. She's definitely into mid-century food. She will do some very gourmet type things. She will do great things with like vegetable casseroles. She will do fun things with like cuts of meat. So
Dolly showed us everything but her cupcakes.
What? Yeah. Big fun.
I know. I was thinking like, I still have 2 more boxes of this stuff, and I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? Now we're down a box of Dolly's Southern style coconut It's only because it's rare. It's hard to get in the Northeast that I'm like.
Other parts of the country, maybe not so much.
Can I sell the box on eBay?
Yeah.
I know. No, I can't.
I'm not going to do that. I'm
but,
not.
Yeah, no.
But then again, how much will somebody give me for it? Just
I
asking. Oh, yeah. Enjoying.
Oh.
But actually, this is quite
Errol.
good. It's a very simple thing.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm just reading Errol's
something.
post on YouTube. This is so sweet.
Yeah. And I'll say in terms of...
we love you back. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for bearing with our technical horror show.
Horror show.
You have no idea how much the technical horror show keeps me awake at night.
It doesn't do too much for my sleep either.
Ugh.
We try to make these things as good as we can. Within reason. It's not like we can broadcast 4K here or anything, but we can give you at least a decent quality 720. Right now, the quality on YouTube is good. I think that the lighting leaves a lot to be desired.
It's better than
it was. Facebook,
earlier.
I'm getting like a real high definition. This is working well for me. The lighting's okay.
Oh.
We're good with that. Oh, what is your fortune? Your fortune today states. Let's see. Wait, that's incomplete. I got to find the one that's got the whole thing.
Gotta find a complete one.
Expect great things today. There you go.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, well, hey, that's kind of nice.
I like that. Expect great things.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. So, a fun thing. So we've been talking about all things.
You'll be visited by sex robots.
Sex dwarf. Speaking of
Is
reality songs.
Is that a fortune or a destiny? I don't know.
Conversation tonight has been everywhere from video games to the usual music to sex robots. Maybe that's a signal.
We ran the gamut.
Well, it's not like we're just going to start somewhere and like harp on that for 3 hours, people. We'll give you some fun topics. We've had some good drinks tonight. You actually made some great things with tonight. Let's recap. Strawberry gin.
Yes.
Awayuki.
Strawberry gin
Two
from
different
Japan.
Kinds of Awayuki strawberries go into this stuff. You think, oh, that's going to be all sweet. No. It's just like an infusion of flavor.
It's amazing.
It's this big strawberry bomb inside the gin. A lot of fun. Different, unique, actually. Good stuff. We've actually, when working with Barrows and Tents again, always love this product. We did a great Barrows video. You can check it out. That's going back about 5 years. Visited their plant in Brooklyn. Oh, they just infuse huge amounts of ginger. Fantastic. Hey, well, I'm glad you're here. Great day for us too, right? What else has happened? Made some good things with the...
We didn't use this one at all. We'll save it for next week.
Brandy. Oh, yeah.
Orangello. This is delicious.
It's also good.
We didn't use it tonight, but it's amazing.
Good things with brandy, some good things with gin. And we've all worked with the El Dorado again. Yeah. This is like, if you're looking for sort of an all-purpose Mai Tai rum, you could do a lot worse than El Dorado 5. Just saying. It's a good place to be.
Is it that time?
Well, it might just be.
I think so.
Yeah. Great stuff tonight, including some live music. We haven't played that in ages. We thought we might trip up a robot, and I guess we didn't. If you didn't hear...
Well, you know.
You never know.
You never know. We'll find out later.
If you didn't actually hear the fine versions of Age of Aquarius / Sunshine and Pinball Wizard, well, I'm sorry. We might play those again, considering that...
Oh, they'll be there for your edification later.
If we didn't conk out then maybe that's not that. If you ever see us live in person, you can always ask, and yeah, we can take care of you there.
Oh, Lisa. Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah, we got some fun stuff in the backdrop tonight.
I know. Well, we're trying to fix it for next week, but, we seem to have run up against a problem that
we're at a bit
tech
of a
support people can't solve.
Brick wall until the folks from
so we
our
either buy a new
company
camera or we
can take care of it.
I don't know.
This is Logitech Mevo, and ironically, we're watching on the laptop on YouTube on a Logitech device. How about that?
Yes, our webcam is actually a Logitech.
It's all about Logitech today.
The customer service people have been amazing about responding. They just don't know what the hell is going on. So
I guess they'll figure it out eventually.
I don't know. Oh, Julie, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh
Fantastic.
my gosh, Mike has a friend that makes his own limoncello.
Hello.
Nice.
We have done that too, and it's delicious.
Yes.
So I'm assuming that he's making good product too. Not it's a certain amount of work. Not that hard. It's delicious. You can do orange cello. You can do other sorts of citrus too. Big fun.
Oh, Errol's phone died.
Oh, so yeah.
Oh, we love you guys so much.
Thank you. Thanks
you.
for tuning in.
Oh, okay. It's going to be a sloppy goodbye.
Look, I could talk to the wall all night, or I could talk to you folks. You know what I want to choose.
Sloppy goodbye tonight.
This is great fun on a Wednesday. We obviously are
Brian,
making up for a little lost time last week when we were fending off trolls on YouTube because we happened to go live here.
I know they didn't troll bomb us tonight. There's progress right there. We didn't get troll bombed.
Gee, like I got more than the bottom level of service. What a great progress, right? But glad to hear it. Maybe that YouTube was just being hacked by a bunch of spammers because we certainly got it. But we are going to attempt next week to do what we have been doing for 2 years and go live to 2 platforms from 1 camera. This will make our lives a lot easier and yours. But we're glad that you could bear with us. We're glad that you could bear with us through some horrible video from my phone earlier in the evening. If you don't remember that, yeah, don't think about it too much. We can put that one under the carpet.
Thank you. We love you guys so much. Thank you. You have no idea. You really don't.
It really means a hell of a lot these days.
It really does.
When we are still producing a movie and every single day is a trial.
Yes.
We'll get through it. It'll happen. We'll have a product, and it's going to take forever to get it out there. But we'll keep you posted. It's all part of the experience.
Yes.
It's all part of the experience, honey.
Thank you for helping me forget my life for a couple of hours. Oh my gosh. No, seriously. You have no idea how much it means to us.
Add some good drinks. If you're a patron.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
If you're a patron, you'll get all the drinks by tomorrow, maybe even tonight. Depends on how ambitious things are turned out. If you are not, you can always be a patron by going to patreon.com/velveteenlounge. If you are watching on YouTube, you have no means of actually supporting us. But if you're watching on Facebook, there's a tip jar. If you have enjoyed this evening and you'd like you'd like to leave us a little tip on YouTube, then Facebook rather, then please, I appreciate it. It goes. I haven't really mentioned that all evening. It's been there. It's how we're able to do the show. So that absolutely goes appreciated.
All right.
And as always, no matter where you go, and no matter what you do, we will see you soon.
Good night.
Bing.
All right.